If you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my Republican jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Hey, welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. I'm just your host, Mo Young, kicking it to you live on this Friday. Let's bring in the Diabolical Hater. He's here. We late and Doc still late.
Ain't nothing changed.
Nothing changed. Doc said, fuck it, I guess. Oh, man. I know we missed last week, but not too much was going on last week. A lot of stuff happened in the beginning of the week, starting with Sunday, with my team decided to have a fucking fight. this fuck it, let's fight.
I mean, that was more of a push fest than a fight.
Push off, but by NBA standards, it's a fight.
Oh yeah, because they're pussy now. Back in the day, that would have been an all-out brawl. They would have been fighting in the stands and the whole nine, fighting with people in the stands, not just fighting in the stands.
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't like the fact that people got suspended for that pussy ass shit. That shit should not have been suspensions. I mean, good Lord, like they just were pushing each other, and they so happened to end in the stands. And the dude who started it got one game. I'm like, the one who didn't even start it got the most games.
Yeah, but he must have thrown a punch or something like that, and
he became aggressive when it spilled out. And it's him, Isaiah Stewart. We know Isaiah Stewart wants to smoke with everybody, so everybody kept asking me throughout the week, like, "Hey, how you feel about it?" I'm like, "I like it. Fuck it. Bring back that attitude." And then for the Timberwolves coach to talk about, well, they were too physical, but y'all said Giannis can score 250 in the 70s. If y'all can't handle them Pistons now, you couldn't handle them people in the 70s. They played prison ball.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis. No, I don't. There like I was watching one of the sports shows. And they was like the best player was Dr. J back in the 70s, and he couldn't score, 250. And they're trying to say that he's, what do you call it? That Dr. J is way better than Giannis was.
I'm like this. They trying to say Giannis' athletic skills and all that, but I say you put him in his 70s. He wouldn't be up there doing all that, man. He wouldn't be doing all that.
No, people people want to put him in they put him in the 70s with today's standards of basketball,
Yes.
not the 70s standards, because back in the day it would have been like you said, they would have probably beat him to death.
The thing is, they was allowed to play zone defenses. They were allowed to stay in the paint more than 3 seconds. There was no damn defensive 3 seconds. Them people stayed in the paint.
Hand checking.
Hand checking. Which people get called for flagrants now were common fouls. I mean, golly, we seen people get pulled out the air and slammed, and it was a common foul.
Yeah, there wasn't. It's everything now. You blow on somebody the wrong way, it's a flagrant 2. You know what I'm saying?
Gilbert's arenas is high. Say 250. He would average 200. He would get 250 points in a game. How?
No, I don't think he would.
Against Wilt, because Wilt played in the 70s. Who?
Shit, against Bill Walton.
Bill Walton. 250 against who? See, if you put Wilt Chamberlain in today's NBA, he'll score 250. He'll score 250. He might score 2. Because who's going to check Wilt Chamberlain?
I don't think there's a center out there that can fuck with him.
Put this with this man bench press 500 pounds. This man ran like a 4.4. He ran track, for God's sakes. He's 7 feet. I mean, who is going to stop him? That's like if LeBron James was 7'1", and they can't stop LeBron today. So how the hell are they going to stop Wilt Chamberlain? So we could do this all day, Gil. I'll challenge you to it. Put Wilt Chamberlain in his game. He already scored 100. He's going about 200, 250.
Yeah, against this soft ass league now.
250 easy. So I don't know what Gil. They need to stop glazing these players. They're not that good compared to. It was like footwork back in the day. The people had footwork because you had to, because they were getting killed.
They played defense.
They played defense. You were getting killed. You came to the hole. There's no freebies. Ain't no letting you lay it up. Nah, I'm gonna knock you down. If we got to fight, we got to fight.
Exactly.
So,
like the Pistons did last week.
Yeah.
We're going to fight. We got to fight. You're going to push me. I'm going to push you back.
What I laugh at is Anthony Edwards talking about, yeah, we got to fight. We got to fight. And you was nowhere near in the fight. You was nowhere in the fight, Anthony Edwards. Like, he was not in the fight. Y'all were getting blown out. And then when the fight happened, they kicked 3 key people out, and then y'all win, and you on farm run. I don't respect you on that one, Anthony Edwards. It's like, bro, when they were fighting, your ass was nowhere to be found when they were fighting. Or pushing or scuffle, or whatever you want to call this. There was no fight.
Still, that's probably the most excitement the NBA's had in a long time.
Yes. And the Pistons are playing old school basketball. We're going to play defense. We're going to bump you.
We're going to play physical.
Yeah, stop playing with this nice guy basketball bullshit. When has basketball became Mr. Nice Guy?
That's why this league has fallen off, and a lot of people. This league is losing money now. Nobody wants to watch games. I'll throw a game on. Like I watched when was it last night or the night before was the Lakers and Golden State.
Yeah.
I think that was last night.
Yeah, last night when LeBron acted like he died.
Yeah, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch NBA like that anymore. And the Knicks play good basketball. And I could tell you right now that maybe I've seen 2 games this whole year.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't excite me like it used to.
I'm watching the Pistons game right now because we clinched to the 6th seed if we win this game. But I watch teams like that in OKC who gonna play defense, who gonna make it exciting. Even if they lose, it's gonna be exciting because they play defense. I don't want to see motherfuckers shooting 33s and thinking that's basketball. I just
Yeah,
think
that's what the
about
NBA is now. Is that it's a 3-point contest.
what I think about is like when I was playing basketball starting out, man, if you shot a bad three is come on, sit on the bench. And you sitting on the bench for a long time. I did that one time. I shot a bad three. I got frustrated, tried to get my get back. And it felt good. And that sucker rimmed out. Coach called timeout. Come on, just sit on the bench. Man, dude set me on the bench until the last minute of the fourth quarter. I shot that shot in the first quarter.
Unless you're unless you're Steph Curry, there's no reason for you to be shooting up so many 3-pointers.
Put it this way. Back then, Steph Curry would have been on the bench. Good shot, but sit your ass down. That's what the coaches didn't play that shit.
Because they actually ran offenses. You know what I'm saying? Now it's run and gun. That's what the NBA has become, and I think that's another reason why the NBA is falling off, because now it's run and gun, and it isn't. They're not running offenses like they used to.
Right. And that's why part of me want to get into coaching, bring that old school feel back. You go out there and shoot that three. Sit down. I don't care if you're the best player on the team. Sit down. You're going to watch. Because you're not going to shoot these crazy threes thinking you Steph Curry. Sit down. Sit down. We shoot in transition. We'll shoot when it's open. We're not going to just, hey, let it go. That makes no sense. But they want to always say, oh, this NBA is better than been back in the days. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Like, they worry about the Pistons being physical. That's all it was in the 70s through the 90s was physicality. It was 2000s. It got a little better, but you want to drop Giannis in the 80s with the bad boy Pistons and see what the hell happened to Giannis? you want to do that?
I mean, although if you really think about it, then teams in the 80s, all of them fought.
They all fought. Larry Bird fought, I think, Kareem one time.
Can you imagine you coming down going in or trying to drive to the hole against like Charles Oakley? He's not letting you score on him. He's gonna put an elbow in your chest. He's gonna knock you on your ass, and you're gonna think twice about driving to the hole. Now it's like everybody plays what I call the Olay defense, and if you driving by them, a lot of them just step to the side and let you go.
They're scared to get dunked on. That's why I respect people like Isaiah Stewart, and they got the kid from the Pelicans I saw. They're not scared to get dunked on. I'm like, that's how you play defense. Hey, if you're a shot blocker, you're going to get dunked on. Hey, that's what happens. You get dunked on. And you know how many times Alonzo Mourning got dunked on?
Shit. I could name a lot of those 80s guys. Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing got dunked on. But they play defense. You get dunked on because you're playing defense.
Look, Sean Bradley was 7'4" and got dunked on so many times. People used to seek him out to dunk on him. He still has Tracy McGrady's nuts on the back of his head. Because
I was gonna say. I mean, he was kind of soft anyway, though.
But at least he played defense. He'll stay there and get dunked on. He'll stand up and put his hands up and get dunked on. And he had a long career. I don't even know why he was in Space Jam, but he was in Space Jam. So he got dunked on. But that's what it is. These kids
they needed a tall geek. They needed a tall geeky white dude. That's what it was.
I'm just saying, these kids today and this NBA today, they don't want to be on nobody's highlight tape. And then by you avoiding the highlight tape, you end up on somebody's highlight tape because you're running away and somebody cross you over, you fall, now you're on the highlight tape. Or you trying to run away from getting dunked on and the dude still catch you. You might as well play defense.
Yeah.
But
That's the problem is that the NBA now, like we've said many times, the NBA now is soft, and not only have they made the NBA soft, I think it's the what's his name, Stern
no, not Stern. You mean Silver?
or Silver. He's made it even softer than it was.
Yeah, Stern made it soft. Silver made it Sherman.
Yeah, Charmin.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I like the Thunder, Pistons, Timberwolves for a little bit because they play defense. Them young teams, they had enough with this soft shit. Them YNs, as they like to say it, they are gonna make basketball exciting. Once LeBron, Steph, KD retire, all that soft shit gone because they going at each other. And speaking of going at each other, and the Timberwolves, I mean the Warriors, and the Warriors and the Grizzlies, I believe, and Steph. They with the gun, not Steph. I mean, John Morant with the gun thing again,
Yeah,
Mr.
he's
Pistol.
stupid.
And then not only that, they warned him the next game he does it again. And now he got fined $75,000. He just can't get it right. He got all the talent in the world. And John Morant, why? You can't do it. I don't care if somebody did it to you. You can't do it. You can't
You
act like
already
you
have a
can do
bad
it.
reputation.
Dude, I mean, it's frustrating because I'm like, if people who play ball like myself say, man, if I had 1% of their talent, dude, I'll be in the fucking league and you would hear shit. This motherfucker can jump out the gym, skinny as a motherfucker, can carry a team, but he got the dummy gene. It just in his head. It's like there's people dying to be in John Morant's position, and he just pissing his career away.
You're
He up
right.
there. He up there. You want to show how tough you are and act like you shoot the gun at somebody. Change that shit up. We need to learn from Gilbert Arenas. Remember Gilbert Arenas came out there, old Pistol Gil, and they suspended his ass for the whole season. That's what's gonna happen to John Morant if he do it again. They're gonna say fuck the playoffs. They're gonna say fuck the rest of the regular season. They're gonna suspend him because it's stupid. I mean, you could do any other celebration but guns. Why?
I just don't get the who is it does like one he doesn't learn his lesson, and who does he have around him that still got him, does he really think he's that good? And it's not that he's not that good, because he is that good,
Yeah, he's that
but
damn
who
good.
is around him not or giving him bad influence?
I'm blaming his damn daddy because his daddy always around him. His damn daddy need to pull him to the side and say, "You're fucking up the money. All that hard work, and they put you in all these basketball camps, AAU teams, and this how you fucking repay me." That's what I would have told John if I was his daddy. If you don't fucking play basketball and shut the fuck up, I'ma kill you. You're gonna need a
He's
gun
gonna
for
end
me.
up fucking himself, that he's gonna end up getting pretty much not. I'm not gonna say they ban him from the NBA, but they're gonna put so many stipulations on his ass
Yes.
that he's not
John,
gonna be able to do shit.
I don't get it, John. The world is yours, bro. You, like 2 years ago, was the new face of the league.
Yes, or working your way up to being the
To
face of the league.
it was John Morant this, John Morant that, Memphis Grizzlies this, Memphis Grizzlies that. And you pissed it away, flashing guns and shit. Okay, you get suspended. Then you get hurt the next year. But then you come back. Now you want to say, well, I guess finger guns don't count. Like, just leave any type of gun alone. Water gun, air pistol, Glock, your fingers, any type of, if it got gun on it, run away. That's what I'm saying. Run away. You don't need to be touching guns or even act like you have a gun because you're John Morant.
You already have a stain on your reputation, and all you're doing is making it worse with doing this stupid shit over and over and over again.
And I
It's kind of sad.
And I tell people there's no guidance for these youngsters nowadays. Somebody needs to. His team is young, so he needs somebody that's a vet to say, "Come here, Ja. You're running stupid. You're doing stupid shit. Hey, bro, just relax, make your money, do your thing on the court, and go home." Nobody say you ain't got a party, but you ain't got a party with pistols. Like, get rid of all your guns. Hire your bodyguard if you need guns, and then chill out. I don't get it.
It's like I said, it's a sad situation because he's what you said before. He's fucking with the money. The next time around, who's gonna give him? If he keeps on this way, who's gonna give him more money when his contract is up?
The thing is, somebody will take a chance on him, but then if he keep doing stupid shit, you're gonna get an incentive-laden contract where they can cut you quick. That's what's gonna happen next. And then he's gonna be up there doing gun salutes. They tell you, hey, here's a warning, Ja. We're not gonna punish you for that, Ja. Here's a warning. Don't do it again. Okay, I'm not. Then the next day, shooting guns. Like with his fingers. They say, don't do it. All right, I ain't gonna do it.
And it's not like they can suspend him because the players association isn't going to let that happen. But eventually, they're going to they change the rules for so many people. They're going to end up changing the rules because of his actions.
It's a violent gesture. Like I said, it's like this. They're gonna fucking hit his pockets. If I'm serious, if I'm Adam Silver and I'm serious, the next fine I gotta tell you do it again is $1 million. Fuck going 75,000. He went 75,000. The next is $1 million. You gonna miss that $1 million. You ain't gonna miss that 75,000.
75,000 he probably makes in a game or two.
Yeah. Hit him with $1 million, and then after that, $3 million. Then after that, $5 million. We'll see how long he do guns and shit. I guarantee you, he won't do it again if you hit him with that $1 million fine. Okay, you serious?
But the Players Association will fucking fight that shit too, though.
Well, we'll have to fight that one. I want the money. Fuck that. Because you obviously don't want the money. You fucking up the NBA money. What you doing?
And right now, we've mentioned before, the NBA isn't as popular as they used to be.
No, I'm putting it to it. Nah, that's not crazy. I'm for that 75K because his reputation. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it because he's stupid. You're Ja Morant. You got in trouble. You got suspended for guns. You can't do it. You're not the spokesperson for guns. I want you to be the face of the league, Ja.
Not the face of Glock.
Yeah, you keep fucking up. So yes, the next one would be $1 million. If it was me, lucky I ain't the damn commissioner. I have him pissed off. $1 million. $1 million.
Yeah, I think, and then I think it had to go up $1 million or $2 million every time. You know what I'm saying? If you do it more than once in a season, you should be up to like 10 million.
It's like this. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it with these little 75,000 and little slaps on the wrist. Nah, hit them motherfucking pockets, and then he'll do this. Oh wait, he gonna go pull out the gun? Oh shit!
You better come out with some fucking like peace shit.
It's a great precedent if you trying to eliminate guns, people shooting guns at air guns at people. Yeah, it's a great precedent. It's like this. It's a violent gesture. I get it. It's a violent gesture. It's more violent than what the NFL did. Talking about the wipe your nose shit is a violent gesture. I'm like, that's stupid. But I'm like, You don't need to be playing Ja Morant. This needs to be a Ja Morant rule. Fuck everybody else. Ja Morant need to get guns out of his head before he fuck up his money. Somebody got to save Ja before Ja do something stupid.
But I think that you're gonna set a precedence that anybody that does that gesture now has to get fined.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm with it. Because I'm like, it's a stupid gesture. To me, it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, you pointed at somebody. I see people do the 3-point one like this, like your boy Bridges do, but he's not doing it at somebody. You know, Melo used to do it looked like a gun, but he was pointing the 3 to his temple. He wasn't pointing at somebody, talk about, I'm shooting you.
Cat, cat. Cat, cat, cat.
He say, fuck the Glock, I got the fucking yardstick. I got that stick for you. That's what he's doing, man. I'm like, I'm for it because I'm like, Ja Morant knows he can't do guns. Nothing with guns. I guarantee you that was told to him when they reinstated him. Nothing with guns, Ja. Okay. What do we do? Look at his track record, though, Jay. They told him, okay, Ja, we're going to give you like 8 games to get your mind clear when he had the pistol in the strip club. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 8 games, get your mind together. We're not going to call it suspension. We're going to call it counseling. Okay. He still was making money. Then what did he do? Get caught flashing the gun on live. Now we got to suspend you for the whole year. And then the thing I'm saying is not the first time. The first time he was warned. They warned him. Then he came back to back. So that's like you, Eric. You tell your child, hey, don't touch that stove. The child touch the stove. Hey, once again, man, the stove hot. Don't touch that stove. You touch it again. At what point you gonna be like, you know what? We gotta get him. We gotta save him from himself. That's how I look at it.
But my thing is also, like you said, it would be the parents that would, like Eric would tell his kid to.
Yeah.
So the Timberwolves, or no, the Grizzlies have to step up. And
games, then both. Yep, I'm okay with it. If he's stupid enough to keep doing it, that's on him.
I think the next time it should be a fine and at least a 2 or 3 game, or 2 suspension.
Started with 1 game, and then if he do it again, if he's stupid enough to do it again, like, man, I don't care what punishment comes down next. I mean, I'm tired of having this conversation about Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. The number 1 and 2 picks of that fucking draft are knuckleheads. They from the same area in South Carolina. Maybe South Carolina breeds knuckleheads because they do dumb shit. One of them like guns and one like pussy and food. It's frustrating, bro. Guns and buns. I mean, god damn, man.
That's funny, guns and buns.
Guns and buns, bro. That's who it is, bro. It's guns and buns, bro. Like, one is fixated on guns, one is fixated on buns. Whether it's the food variety or the woman variety, he like buns. So I'm just saying, it makes no sense to me, man. It's like you got the world ahead of you. There's kids. Listen, there's kids that will love to be in these people's place. There's kids who practice and practice and practice, but just don't have the skills to make it.
Yeah.
And these idiots, guns and buns, that's what I can say. They just ruined their reputation. And both of them could have been faces of the league. Both.
Yeah, but I think for me, Ja's more.
It's worse.
Yeah, his shit is worse. The other one is he does that's self-inflicting.
You know what I'm saying? Had nothing to do with this. I'm just saying that draft those number 1 and 2 picks got question marks. It's like Zion could be the best player in the league if he leaves the Krispy Kremes and the Krispy Kremes and the Pornhub models alone. And then you got Mr. YN, he want to pull out guns, whether they real or fucking with his fingers. I mean, bro, you're a basketball player. You're not a thug, G. Like, you're a basketball player. You're an NBA player. Bro.
Especially where he went, where he was basically not exactly. He wasn't brought up thug life.
Yeah, it wasn't like white picket fence, but it was good. It was serviceable. Shit, I looked it up. It's serviceable. It's not a super bad neighborhood, but I'm just saying, like, bro, you are in the NBA. I thought when you get rich, you're supposed to leave that dumb shit behind you. That's what everybody tells you. Like, hey, when I get rich, I'm gonna leave all this dumb shit behind me. I'm gonna leave this broke shit behind me. That's broke shit. Until they tell you, hey, bro, I'm really trying with you. That's what the commissioner's telling you. Hey, bro, maybe you just don't do the guns no more. Please don't. That's how I can tell you. That's how that conversation went. And Josh said, you know what? All right, the next game, doing the gun shit. What the commissioner's supposed to do? Just keep talking to him. Hey, man, don't do that. Or fucking fine his ass. I'm mad that the commissioner didn't go higher than 75K. Hit him with 100K. Because he don't get it. Some people don't get it until they start losing it.
Or hit him with a game check.
A game check. Fuck it. Suspend him. I don't give a shit. Like,
Because you think about it, he's got to make more than $75,000 a game.
Yes. I'm just saying, fuck it. He just not getting it. And I blame the daddy because the daddy be sitting courtside. Soon as he'd have did that shit, I'd have ran on the court, beating his ass on that court. I said, no, you don't.
I'd have took my belt off.
I'm calling timeout. Fuck this. I'm running on the court. Man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, this is our dream, man. Here you go. Fucking up the dream. You don't think Pops would have did that to me? They say, hey, Mo, don't shoot the air guns no more.
Shit, your mom Dukes would have fucked you up. What you doing, Mo?
That's why I said Pops, because Mom Dukes ass whooping would probably been worse. She coming out there with one of them Yankee bats.
She hitting you with a torpedo bat.
Yeah, he beat the shit out me with a bat if I'm doing that shit. I'm like, if people say it's a bad precedence, but I'm like, you don't want guns to be like part of your product. I'm like, it's not. I mean, that's why I see why on both sides. Well, I don't even see his side because you don't need to do it. You are John Morant. You don't need to look cool. You're already cool because kids want to be you.
Exactly.
You could have been this generation's Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson didn't have to do no air guns and shit. All Allen Iverson did was play ball, bro. Like, it's all he has to do. He could be this generation's AI. And down the track, down the tubes. It's like it's going. Because I think he's gonna do it in the playoffs, and it's gonna cost him. He's gonna do something stupid in the playoffs. It's gonna cost Memphis. I think he needs to change the environment. I think Memphis is a bad influence on him. I think he needs to go to another team, and maybe it could save him with some vets. Maybe it can
send his ass to Canada.
Send him to Toronto.
Yeah, send his ass to Toronto. There ain't no ghettos up there. Not like Memphis.
Not like Memphis. Hell nah. Been into Memphis. Hell nah. Toronto ain't like Memphis. Shit. But I say maybe he need to go to a Golden State or some shit. I don't know. Somebody with some vets. Shit. Even the Lakers. Hey, Mama Lakers, hey, let LeBron teach him. I don't know. I don't know where he could go, but he needs to get away from Memphis. They just need to get.
Yeah, but they got Compton in California. That's
Yeah, he don't
probably
need to go there.
he needs to go somewhere where they have no motherfucking like major ghetto.
Oklahoma City.
Maybe
Maybe. I mean, shit.
Utah.
He go to Sacramento. Shit.
He going to Utah.
And Utah. Oh, we know he ain't got no damn hood there in Utah. He ain't gonna be worrying about guns in Utah. You got the Amish and other people out there in Utah. So
he might need a gun though. It's probably a little bit too light skinned for him to be there.
yeah, he might need a gun. But man, hey, shout out to the Pistons. We are officially in the playoffs. Not the play-in, the playoffs.
Oh, good. From last year to this year, that was a big turnaround. That was the players that they brought in, and I guess the coaching staff that they had really changed the
culture.
Yeah, the culture in Detroit.
Yeah, and it's like this. I said I was hopeful for play-in, but playoffs mean that's good. It's like we can go no lower than 6. So if right now we 6 of, I don't know, I think because one of there, I think we might be 5th. But it's either we're gonna be playing the Pacers or the Knicks. I'd rather play the Knicks. I'm just saying, not just for the show, but the Pacers are built just like us, and it probably won't be pretty. So at least we'll have a chance with the Knicks because Brunson is all banged up and shit. That's why I want him. They banged up and shit, and Tails are gonna run them in the ground. That's why I want them.
Yeah, but if we get you in the beginning of the playoffs, we're not gonna be as run down as the end of the playoffs like last year.
Well, Brunson is hobbled. That's what I want. That old one leg Brunson, I'm good. But that's the best matchup for us. In the first round, we could get is the Knicks because we match up well. It's all about matchups in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Pacers, I keep telling people, I say, yeah, there'll probably be fights in the Pacers series because they hate each other. But the Pacers are a little like they're built just like us and they're young. It's not a good matchup. But hell, I got a team to watch in the NBA playoffs this year. First time in
a long time
since we had Blake Griffin.
Damn.
I didn't even know my wife did.
Damn. I was like, and you've been married like what, 4 or 5 years? Yeah, damn.
4 years, yeah. I didn't even know my wife. Like, not talking about dating, because I dated her for like 4 years before we got married. I didn't know my wife since the Pistons went to the playoffs.
Damn. So you dated wifey 4 years and then you got married 4 years. So, and you've been married for 4 years. So
going on 4 years. Yeah, going on 4.
Damn.
That's the last time. Like before my wife. That's crazy. like man, I told her that the other day. She like, man, you still fans of them? I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, I didn't know you then. I didn't know you. I didn't know you existed. I didn't know nothing. I was still wilding in these streets. It was still single mo out here when they was in the playoffs. Damn, that tell you, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, and no team has ever tripled their win total from the year before. Winning like, I mean,
you got to give it to them. They did. That's a big turnaround for a team in one season.
Yeah, he has to be the coach of the year. I understand they want to give it to the dude with the Thunder, but I'm like, somebody tripled their win total. That's the coach. That's a bigger coaching thing because nobody expected Detroit to do shit. Nobody expected Detroit. Maybe they get sneaking to play in. Maybe they win like 30 games. Maybe. if that. People wasn't expecting that shit for Detroit
No.
be at least a 6 seed in the playoffs, man. That's the coach of the year. Everybody knew Oklahoma City was going to be good. Everybody knew Boston and Houston was going to be good.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I would think that they would give it to him. He had the big turnaround. You know what I'm saying? That's a big turnaround. If you really think about where you guys were at this time last year to where you are, this time at this time this year, that's a big turnaround. I don't understand why. I mean, I get it. Oklahoma City has been hot, but then can you turn around and say Cleveland's coach? Because they were hot in the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? So, where's the hotness? What's the better product? And to me, wasn't Cleveland in the playoffs last year?
Yep.
Wasn't Oklahoma City in the playoffs last year?
Yep. All those were in the playoffs.
And this is a team that was fucking knocked out of the playoffs early last year, or knocked out of even being in the contention of being in the playoffs.
Man,
and
we was out of the playoff race in February, bro. We lost 28 games in a row last year. We lost 28 games in a row last year, man. Like, people don't understand that shit. I'm like, that shit was miserable being a fan last year.
Yeah.
Shit, I wanted to cry, bro. Like, every time the streak kept going and y'all reminded me, I'm just like, this is bullshit. I like, well, I'm gonna stick with it. And fuck, they finally did this. And I'm like, shit, now we have to win a playoff game. Because we haven't won the playoff game since 2008. And I damn sure didn't know my wife then. I was a young 20-something-year-old then. I definitely didn't know my wife in 2008. I didn't know my wife in 2008. So the last time we won a playoff game, not a series, a playoff game was 2008. So, hey, I would even hate to know it. I'm just thinking about it. I was, 23? I think, shit, 23, 24? Shit. Goddamn, I'm almost 40. Shit, that's a long time.
Shit.
I definitely didn't know my wife did. So.
You met wifey in what, college?
I met wifey, I met her, about 8 years ago, man. At the Saints game. I hollered at the security guard at the Saints game, bro. Shot my shot.
Swish.
Yeah. The Bucks are a first round exit. Yeah. So
probably.
If I'm the Knicks, I'm hoping the Bucks fall to 6 because y'all win that series because they are trash.
We've already beat them multiple times already this year.
And the thing, it can happen because we play the Bucks the last 2 games of the year. So that's going to probably determine who's the 5th, who's the 6th seed. So we'll see. But I'm happy we can go no lower than 6. We're not going to be in the play-in. We're going to be in the playoffs. So everybody who shitted on my Pistons can kiss my ass. We in the playoffs. Let's go.
We in there, bitch.
We in there, bitch. We in there. We ain't in the play-in. We ain't got to hope and wish to win a game. We guaranteed 4 games, bitch. 4.
Yeah.
We guaranteed 4. And I get to see him on national TV, and I ain't got to fucking do the nefarious thing like I just was doing. I can look at them bitches on national TV. I'm fucking proud. Like a proud father. Like, man, I see you motherfuckers on TV. Because I watched y'all suck for the last almost 20 years. Shit. Let's fucking go, man. I am fucking happy. We got Doc here.
Doc in the building. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Doc?
It's all good. Just trying to keep up with
these
scores and whatnot.
I just was celebrating. That's all. Celebrating because we found out we clinched the 6th seed. So That's all we talking about right now.
Yeah, Detroit out there. Well.
We in the
I was praying that y'all get that 3, meaning get that 6, and the Knicks said 3. Look like
right now, that's what it is.
I might give it a walk. I love it. I love it.
Oh man. Not how the Bucks playing. The Bucks keep losing. you gonna get Knicks Bucks. Pacers.
First of all, just to give a little shout out, because you talk about Doc Rivers all the time. Doc Rivers is mid, and he is mid. But congratulations to him for for passing up Phil Jackson in regular season wins with his one lowly championship. Bruh, how you could pass up Phil Jackson in regular season wins, have these teams that have one championship, my boy? Like, the math ain't mathing.
I'll put it to you this way. Oh boy, old Mid Rivers is going to show why he's Mid Rivers again. No matter who he plays, he's going to get the doors blown off him.
Well,
in that first round.
The thing about
there's nowhere he could go.
Yeah, Milwaukee, they so snake bitten. It's not even fun watching them. Like, really, and that's what I was really hoping for in the series. Like, y'all locking up 6. And hopefully the Knicks, wrap up with 3. I think that'll be the most entertaining series, that the most interesting playoff series in the NBA, because the NBA needs something. They need some kind of jolt of life, and the way that Detroit is going about playing basketball and winning these games with their old school mentality, it's a breath of fresh air. It's not friendly. We're not friendly bopping. We out here to compete. We out here to ball. You gonna feel us. You gonna see us. You got to see us, and that's what the NBA should be. It should never deviate from that particular era.
Yeah, it is gonna make teams play physical now.
Yes.
If you play the Pistons, you got to play them physical, because they're gonna beat the shit out of you. You come in that soft. So yeah, physical wise, the Knicks are a physical team, because that's what Thibodeau preaches. So yeah.
Well, he preaches defense. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't win championships unless you play defense.
This won't be a high scoring series. This won't be a high scoring series. It's gonna be a dogfight at that.
Nah.
But if the Pacers and the Pistons get together, I guarantee you a fight. It will be a fight, because they are rivals. They almost fight every time they play.
Well, as long as the Pistons smack up on Halliburton, I don't like that guy.
I'm being real. It's because this year it came out because the Pistons start winning, right? So the Pacers got mad because the Pistons took a game from them, and it was almost the first brawl that the Pistons had this year. And that's when Isaiah Stewart told, "Oh boy, you play with Legos," and everybody bust out laughing. Because he actually stopped the fight from happening, and then shit. I guarantee you, Isaiah Stewart he's gonna get kicked out one of these games. He's gonna fight somebody.
Yeah, but if you fight somebody, then you basically are getting taken out for a game.
Yeah,
at this point in time, you can't have that. You know what I'm saying? It's playoff time. You need to play. If you're playing 7 games, you need to play 7 games.
Yeah, I'm like this. He is Draymond, what Draymond that wants to fight. He got to learn to do what Draymond do to stay in games. Like, you can't go over the top. He's Draymond if Draymond went over the top. Even though Draymond has over the time, like stumping on people and stuff. But every time he get an altercation, he goes over the top.
Draymond gets the benefit of the doubt. That's what Draymond gets. That's the only difference between the two. Because, I mean, I haven't watched enough of Isaiah Stewart to know his game. I know why I know him, but I haven't watched enough of his complete game to just get to figure out, be like, okay, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, he's a defender, shot blocker, because he got more block shots than Rudy Gobert this year. He's a shot blocker. He can shoot the three. He's like an energy guy. So
okay, well, yeah. All right, well.
So he's a younger Draymond.
Yeah. But like I say, if Draymond was really about that life.
Nah, Draymond really about that life. He just calmed down a lot.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't see Draymond bucking up to Isaiah Stewart. Like this dude here, like Dwight Howard said, he's playing the wrong sport. He need to be a Lion. They say he need to be a Detroit Lion.
Right.
Because he was talking about when he was with the Lakers and he was about to beat up LeBron. He said, man, y'all want me to stop him? She. That's what he said. So he's just so much of a hothead, bro. It's like, I know he's going to get gone one game. I already put it in the back of my head.
Well, it's also depending on how bad the situation is. If it's a bad fight, he might be out 2 games.
Yeah, like this one. Yeah, he's out too. And I still think that was bullshit. I'm like, all he did was push.
I mean, he's right there. So the camera, clearly the camera catches everything, but he already got the reputation. And
yeah, that's why he got 2 games.
And the thing about it is, once the optics get it, it's going to be a court of public opinion at some point. Because now here's where Adam Silver is getting out of hand. Adam Silver literally be like, okay, look, I'm gonna talk to you, and then he just go by what the optics are.
Yep.
Like you sitting here, it's kind of like, and I don't want to get off subject here, but it's kind of like the All-Star game. He sat here and said, hey, look, I want to try it, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then we'll scrap it. And it just so happens they pull out the news and talk about, okay, well, yeah, this format didn't work. Say, bro, you didn't hear that from the first time around? Like, I'm pretty sure you have enough money to put a focus group together and say that this tournament style all-star game would not work. So, and getting back to the suspension for Isaiah Stewart, you up in here just because he in front of the camera and the camera just so happened to catch him and you could just catch his name. Well, now he got the reputation. Last time he got caught with this. Now I got to do it this way. Like, say, bro, if you actually sit down and talk to your board and talk to your other people you have established, you can actually discipline these people correctly. But you out here just throwing up anything, just hoping for it to stick.
I just think he tries to set an example.
Yeah, no, but the thing was what really hurts on this one, it wasn't Silver who did the damn suspension. It was Joe Dumars. Like, what the fuck you doing, Joe Dumars? He's on the.
He said, fuck the Pistons.
What the fuck are you doing? You were a Piston. Suspend Stewart like you did everybody else that won the game so we could be good. But I'm glad we clinched and that those games didn't hurt us. But I'm like, damn, they got suspended right before the nationally televised game against the Thunder. And it was like a fucking scene out of Semi-Pro. You had Adam Silver sitting there. And it's like, well, we can't fight in front of the commissioner. You're going to have Adam Silver at every one of our games, man. This shit crazy.
Might be.
Well, they're not going to fight this game. I'm like, basketball is best when it's like that. And I also ran across something related to Ja Morant. He put pew pew when he reacts to getting fined on IG. Somebody take his damn social media away from this motherfucker.
Why
is he poking the bear?
I can't with this motherfucker.
Because he's young. He young with money. And you can't tell people who get that kind of money, especially young people. You can't tell them nothing.
Try to say
thinking they're above the law. They're above it all. I mean, okay, granted, all right. You just hit me up for $75K. Cool. Now what? Because it's not like I can't afford it because Nike's still gonna pay me. Nike's still gonna sell my shoe. I'm still gonna be the man in Memphis. If I go out to a bar, I guarantee you I don't have to pull out no kind of wallet, no kind of stack, because they're just gonna waltz me in here because I'm the king of the town. Yeah. And the only way, I mean, I hate to say it, I really do, because you already set a precedent with Ja by suspending him for the year. Now you literally got you have to say, you know what? Now you're hurting your team. Now, not only am I taking you away from your team, but now your team loses they lose compensation. Now your team, not to say that they can't have if they eligible to make the playoffs, you can make the playoffs, but do something like find the team, I don't know, 100, not 100, like a couple of million, like maybe 2 mil. Be like, okay, now we're taking away from the team. Now what can your team do now? Since your team not gonna hold you accountable, I'm gonna hold you and the team accountable. Now, if his antics start hitting up his team, if he don't care, then he gonna have an internal problem with his team. He'd be like, say, bro, not only you not here helping us fight, now you taking away resources from the team to help us maneuver without you.
They should already be on his ass, though. You know what I'm saying? This is not the first time he's done something stupid like this. So they should already be, the team should already be on his ass. I know that's your superstar, that's who you're paying your money out to, but yet he's making it where, you know, like we've mentioned before, the NBA is just not as popular as it used to be. And this is not helping.
It's not. But the thing about it is they're going to ride for him because he's still there. He's still available. There's a little whatever. I'll pay that. This is a game check. I'll pay that. Oh, this is my endorsement money. I'll pay that. Well, it's not even endorsement money, but.
Yeah, but he's fucking with the money. If I was Nike, don't you think Nike is sitting there looking at what Ja Morant does and it's not good for business?
Oh, Nike definitely looking at that.
I'm putting it with, I think Nike is like this. As long as we sell shoes, I don't give a fuck. That's them. That's Nike.
Well, no, because what they did was, remember when Tiger got in trouble? Nah, here's the deal. Nah, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to, condone.
I was gonna say Ja Morant isn't making Tiger money for Nike.
He's not. But Nike pulled Tiger stuff real quick until that image came back. Till he had that squeaky boy Sunday dude image back. So if Nike say, you know what, don't like it, that's we're gonna pull it.
Put this way, his image is not squeaky clean, so they don't care with him. Because shit they get pulled after pulling 2 guns out on camera. I don't think nothing else gonna stop it unless he shoots somebody.
See, again,
I think he got to literally shoot somebody. I think
probably.
I don't want to get off topic here, but I was just reading, and I'm gonna be brief about it. But you see how Target is feeling it. Target is literally they've already seen another drop of another, I don't know, I want to say maybe 12 billion or whatever. And that's just from their practices with their employees. And then consumers like you and me, we like, say, bro, all right, since y'all want to cut that, then guess what? I'm going to show y'all better than what I can tell you. Finally, some people are starting to get it. But again, it's a subject for another day and for another show. But in order for the NBA or Nike to get into Ja, like, say, bro, if I'm not making this certain amount of money with your shoes, bro, and if it's not doing what it needs to do for me, then clearly I don't got no problem putting the plug, baby, because people still gonna buy Nike regardless.
Right.
They gonna buy the shoe. They gonna buy Nikes regardless. If it's not Ja's, then it's gonna be LeBron's. If it's not gonna be LeBron's, it's gonna be KD's. It's gonna be somebody. Don't necessarily need your name to sell the product. I'm only doing this because it was a give and take. And now, if you want to take more than you giving, then I don't got no problem. Let's cut this all right here, right now. Till you fix it.
The young kids love Ja Morant. So that's
they
why I said
love Ja. But guess what? His shoe ain't available now. Now go get you some Kobe's.
He'll end up with Converse or something like that.
Yeah, the thing is they're not going to get rid of him. That's the sad part, because I would have got rid of him as soon as
Brothers ain't wearing
After that
Converse.
second incident, he'd have been gone. I'm like, this dude is a liability.
Exactly what you just said, Eric. Motherfuckers ain't wearing Converse, but that's where he would end up if I was Nike. I'd be like, you know what? I need to cut this negativity out. Even though I'm making money off of Ja Morant, his image isn't what Nike should be supporting.
I'm gonna say it this way: the only reason why Kyrie ain't on Nike because he offended the wrong people. That's the
He offended the people that were probably the people that brought the money in.
He offended the people that you can't offend. And I'm not going to say their names because you say
No.
their names, then you get in trouble.
No.
you might get
No.
fucking canceled out.
No.
Definitely not going to say the group. Y'all know what group I'm talking about.
Yep.
He talking
If you
the
don't
wrong
know,
group, and he out of there. That's
There's
what
always Google, folks. No.
Put it this way: if Ja, long as Ja don't point a pistol at one of them, I think they're gonna keep him.
I don't know.
think that's what it is.
I don't know, because he did it the first time. The first time it was in Golden State. In Golden State, that's one of the larger teams, one of the larger markets. You really need to watch yourself out there. Like, even if Golden State was like the Golden State of 20 years ago, you still have to watch yourself because it's a large market. But now, and then you take your time to do it out there, then not even 2 days, not even 2 full days later, you go down to Miami, you go to the East Coast with it. And now you're like, say, bro, did we just tell you this like the day before?
These guys go coast to coast.
You did? You did? I don't care. And dude said, and now I'm still out here. I'm still going to do it. Maybe that's just how he psychs his mind out to do it. But, I mean, bruh.
Tell people, listen, and I tell this to my son. I say, bro, if you build a bad reputation, I don't give a fuck what the other person doing. You can't do it. Because you built that reputation for yourself. So your reputation is the only thing you really can control almost. Almost. In some situations, people could taint you. But for the most part, you control your reputation. So Ja did that stupid shit, and it's with guns. Ja did that dumb shit, and it had to do with guns. So I wonder what T. Morant is doing, because like you there courtside, your son doing all this stupid shit. I told you I'd have ran on the court. They would have got a technical, because I'd have fucking been strangling my son on national TV. Cause like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't know. It needs some more vets on that team or something, man. Somebody needs to go talk to him. This shit.
And that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about, can a veteran presence really deter him from doing it? Because, I mean, I'm sorry, not Minnesota. Memphis hasn't really disappeared from the spotlight. They haven't really, like,
in the playoffs.
They made the playoffs even when he was sitting down. So Memphis is okay. Unlike when you're talking about Zion, you're a number one pick. You're catapulted into the stardom, and I mean, it's worth it when you're playing because you're awesome when you're playing.
Right.
And the same with Ja. Ja, you're awesome when you're playing, but then when we gotta sit here and talk about, and I'm not trying to take away from the subject, but for media to sit here and cover things outside of what you're doing professionally, right now it's just tainting your legacy. Like that's ultimately that's what we're gonna talk to you about. That's what we want to talk about when it comes to you. Not that Memphis has always made the playoffs since you've been there. Not that they're only a piece away. Not that they're competing at championship levels. But we're gonna sit here and talk about you and his firearm situation. We're gonna talk about when you got warned. We're gonna talk about when you got suspended. We're gonna talk about when you got fined, and it's still not sinking in that one, you're getting older. Two, and I'm not trying to sit here. I'm not trying to sit.
Uh-oh.
Somebody got in trouble.
No, nobody in trouble. Trying to make the kids trying to make the kids comfortable. I'm sorry. The next point I was making regarding for you and you making your money, and I'm not trying to pull on your heartstrings here, but you have children. You have a daughter. You think your daughter's gonna be set there and protected from this particular situation? Because kids are brutal, and once kids find out something, they're gonna have that string. They're gonna keep pulling at it until you have no point. Well, one or two things could happen. You're gonna either break down, or you're gonna start acting out. And you can't. There's not enough money that you would have or earn to shield your child from your antics, because one way or the other is gonna fall to her, and it's gonna be unfair. They're gonna judge her on what you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm like this. If you'd have asked me last year, whoever the hell, I can't believe I said this, Zion right now, but I can help his bun addiction more than his gun addiction. Like, girl, no, I can handle that. I can, he starting to diet now, and he getting out the spotlight. Somebody must have talked to him. This dude here, this fucking dude here.
Well,
I don't know why they want to be gang like that generation. His generation just want to be gangsters so much. Like, you get money to get away from gangsters in the hood. You get money to do that. That's why there's nobody really in the hood that has money besides gangsters. Like, you get money. You move into like a bigger house in a better neighborhood to get away from that dumb shit. Not invite the dumb shit at your doorstep. That's dumb.
You got to learn how to move in silence, like they say. If you're gonna do shit, you can't like Morant put the shit on fucking Instagram.
Like, you go to the strip club with a gun. Why you got a gun in the strip club?
You're afraid you're afraid that she's gonna pull a gun out of her G-string?
I'm just saying, the only gun I'm bringing ain't a weapon. It ain't a registered weapon. The only gun I'm bringing. The gun I'm bringing is a lot.
Be hanging around these particular places that he's going and traveling. And nowadays, I mean, I guess this is what the atmosphere, the climate of what's going on in the environment around us nowadays. Like, he knows that people out here hungry, and they're gonna do whatever they feel like they're gonna do. They're gonna try to get by, try to make it to another day. And I really don't know if this is a true thing or not, but looking at the instant gratification of everything, like, you could really be in front of a camera and really say nothing. Some people just, whatever it is, and think it's fun. They for instance, I was watching the news earlier this morning. I think is a group of guys yesterday. They stole a Charger, rolling around with drugs in the car, firearms in the car, got caught. But the reason was they just felt like doing it. There was no rhyme or reason to it. And I'm saying this because with Josh's situation, he probably just going around. He's like, he know who he is, and somebody might try to try him. So he's like, you know what? I got me. At the end of the day, I got me. If the Memphis organization can't send somebody that can hold me down, I'ma hold me down.
Well, how about this? I'm rich. I'm gonna get those same strippers. Come to the room.
Exactly.
I'm getting the stripper that I trust to come to the room, and she can leave.
That's solid thinking, but some of these guys
can leave, and I will have my security or some kind of team security right by the door. She go in, give a couple dances, and she can leave. If you that scared to go out in the public, bro, like, but if you sneak the gun in the club, don't go on IG Live showing the bitch.
Yep.
Well, the IG live situation, that was just his partner messing up.
No,
His
I'm talking
partner,
about no. He got caught. That's how they found
He
it
should have
out.
never. He should have never fucking had the gun in the club in the first place, whether his homeboy taped him or not,
No,
right?
see
I
what
mean,
or
I
went
happened
see,
was
live or not.
he
I
went
see
on
what.
live. He went on live in a strip club, and they caught a glimpse of the gun, and so that what made them say, "Well, was it a gun or was it not a gun?" And then they looked at the security footage and saw it was a gun.
Right. So,
Because his
but that
dumb ass
wasn't
did
that
that.
wasn't Ja. You know, the first time around, yeah, he brandished when he was riding around in the car, but in the club was from the homeboy. The homeboy just so happened to be filming at the time, and you like say, bro, that's Ja. There's very rare.
No, that was the second time when he was in the car.
Yeah, that was the second time.
Second
Very
time
rare
in the
you
car.
can't make out who Ja Morant is. Ja Morant literally had to go a million miles away for someone not to know him by first and last name.
And Jim, his dumb ass, gonna say, "Oh, it was a lighter." Come on, dog. Like you trying to lie. Come on, dog. Like you brandished it in the car, you brandished it in the club, you just brandished the weapon. You can't do that shit when you are an NBA player.
Well, you can't do it as a person either.
As a person, but I'm just saying, especially as an NBA player, because your money depends on it. They got some people that just don't give a fuck. So
my shit is what kind of strip club is that they didn't search the motherfucker before he went into the strip club?
Who gonna search Ja Morant?
Well, that was in Denver. I think that time was in Denver. Denver just got a weird way of doing stuff like altogether. Like,
and think about it. He's Ja Morant. Who's gonna search Ja Morant? They don't search superstars. They search regular Joe Schmoes. So you don't fuck with the superstars. They just let them go to the back. That's what they do. Go ahead.
Right. They entrance and exits. The same situation what it was down here. All them superstars and celebrities that was down here for the Super Bowl. It ain't nobody, not one person seen the people walk through the front door because why? They bring in a large crowd and he's like, say, bro, you're gonna go through this back door, you're gonna go through this side street, you're gonna get to where you need to get to, and you're gonna get out. Case in point with 47. 47 didn't come through the regular airport.
Hell no.
That boy was nowhere near that area because if he did, he would have shut down pretty much 3/4 of travel that day. Because ain't no way they're gonna risk that.
I hate when he come in town because he still be fucking shutting down the damn interstate.
I mean, he shut down that area where he went, like because I know people that live in the area where he at. And it was Lord, I can imagine how terrible it was. I'm glad I don't live over there anymore. Like, I was furthest away from it as not humanly possible, but as far as being in this state, I was that far away from it. Man. Don't put me in that mix at all. I'm gonna wait till after the fact. Matter of fact, I ain't start traveling until an hour before the game started. I said I'm still gonna get to where I'm gonna get to. I know exactly how to get there. Even if the traffic makes its way and won't be dumb, I'm gonna find my way around it and I'm gonna still get to where I need to get to.
I mean, you're lucky because you live in that area. I bet mad people were stuck in traffic.
Yeah, people were. People were.
Oh, yeah, they were. And then, man, but we gonna talk about Shadeur, man, and his, I call it unfair treatment. Like, now here's a kid that's doing everything right. They don't like him because who his dad is and how he looks. That shit starting to piss me off. Like, now you're gonna slide. You trying to say Jackson Dart is just everybody had a second or third round grade on Jackson Dart. Now you're trying to put Jackson Dart ahead of Shadeur because who his dad is. We're gonna knock Dion down a peg by hurting his son. I do not get down with that. And I hope Shadeur prove everybody wrong, whoever team he lands on. They talking about how he dressed and how he talks. And now they have him sliding down almost to the end of the first round. I'm like, oh my God.
He will never make it past 15.
I'll tell you this, I won't be mad if the Saints pick him, even though I know they're not. Wouldn't, because they're gonna give a chip on his shoulder.
Man,
if
the Saints do it twice, bro. Like, I'm gonna have to start evaluating being a fan. Like, I can't. I literally cannot. I can't. Like if y'all
Won't be mad.
y'all pass up on this dude and this dude wind up shining, like I'm gonna have to look in the mirror and be like, say, bro, I can't
We
say
did it to Lamar Jackson. We had Lamar
exactly.
Jackson.
You did it before. You did it before. The same. I promise, New Orleans, Miss B, Mickey Loomis, Coach Moore, and more. Coach Moore, you just got here. It's not even fair to you. But bro, like say, bro, somebody. It's not even a side eye no more. It's on site. Like we got to throw hands. Like if you could beat me up in a fight, besides Miss B, if you could beat me up in a fight, if you could beat me up straight up, man to man, I'm talking about anybody in that room. You could pick out. You could hire. You could have you a champion. If you could beat me up from the passion that I have for y'all doing it and doing it stupidly, then yeah, y'all deserve to get what y'all get. But if I win, they said, bro, y'all gonna have me to have some input in the organization, bro. Y'all gotta listen to me about what moves to make around here.
Yeah, let's see what Anna said. I don't know. I didn't know the Cowboys traded for QB. Poor Trey Lance. Moving again to the Chargers. They got the Cowboys got themselves a player.
I'll tell you what. If Dax doesn't pan out, Dax will be gone after the season because Milton is nice.
Hold up. Before we get to Joe Milton, I'm gonna get to Shadeur in a minute. Hold up, Anthony. Hold up. What has Trey Lance done in this league to make you say poor him?
Poor 49ers because they bought that bullshit.
I mean, but the 49ers been to a Super Bowl without him. So again, Trey Lance was the focus there. So
no, I'm just saying because they could have got somebody else.
They could have, but I mean, but they still obviously whatever they're doing is still panning out for them. I mean, of course, I'm gonna keep hearing about the crap that they're doing because I have two brothers that's fans of the team. I see, this is me. This is my eyesight. My eyesight seeing them get rid of at least 15, 16 guys. And I'm like, to my eyes, I'm like, say, bro, y'all window is closed. Like your running back is shut down, possibly about to retire forever because of his Madden curse and his injuries. And y'all just lost 15 of y'all top talent. But the thing is, you watch their Super Bowl odds, and their Super Bowl odds is still top 10. And I'm scratching my head like, how is this possible?
You talking about the Niners?
Uh-huh.
I don't see them going to the playoffs.
I see another bad season.
I the only one.
That's a skeleton crew.
I put it as a bad moon rising on that one. They ain't going. They ain't going nowhere. They're going to sit their ass at home. They ain't winning. It might finish third. You know, shit, they might finish third. But I don't see them beating the Rams. I don't see them beating the Seahawks either. I mean,
but right now, they what? If you look at it right now, say about what is their odds? Let me see.
Because they know sucker gonna take that bet. It's a sucker's bet.
They got them at a 4.8.
Yeah, it's the sucker's bet. I'm not touching
I don't know. I mean, that's again, like you said, skeleton crew. But jumping on a Shadeur thing. Now, Shadeur is unfair. Hold on, we got a comment here.
You said Trey Lance haven't done nothing but still getting a job. CFL was interested in him too. That's where I thought he was going. Top 10 because of the coach, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, I mean that's again. My brothers keep spewing the Super Bowl odds at me, and I'm like, say, bro, how is this possible? Like, you didn't win the division last year, and it's not like Los Angeles is going to wait. Seattle, they probably switch around. I don't know. It's remain to be seen. But you got to pay your quarterback. And you got to pay your quarterback, and now you gonna pay that dude majority of the money. Now you paying him. Now what else you gonna do? Because your receivers still coming back from an injury, and so far he's the only one. I'm sorry. You still got Ricky. Ricky is considered a receiver. I'm sorry. I forgot just that fast. But let me get back to Shadeur. Shadeur, unfairly, yes, he's going to get it because Dion and his, say, about 4 or 5 years, his past 4 or 5 years, been cracked and ruffled so many feathers. One being analyst that, people was listening to him and felt slighted when he said stuff against him, when it's really his job to say stuff against y'all. Then he went to be a coach. And then it was like, all right, I don't see you being this big time coach. And then he led the HBCU to championships. All right, now do it at a D1 level. Okay. Let me bring this team up too. Because this team was super washed. It was super irrelevant. Not even the last of irrelevant. But now we here now. And now them people that signed this dude to a 5-year, 50+ million?
54 million.
50 M's for
Yep.
this school? Bruh, Jesus. I don't even think coaches in the NFL get paid like that. So, all in all,
But he should have got more. Because
really
he made Colorado relevant. Nobody gave a fuck about Colorado till Dion got there.
Not since the 90s.
Not since the 90s. Not since Rashawn Salam.
We 25, 26 years removed from the 90s, my boy. Now, this man took the team and said, you know what? Yep, I bet y'all buy the merchandise. I bet y'all watching these games. I bet y'all gonna see if I'm trying to. Yeah, I bet y'all looking at me if I win or lose, which he's doing.
Yeah.
And unfairly, now that Dion positioned his son to be successful, now y'all gotta sit here and y'all gotta pull whatever string that y'all can find. Oh, he wearing his hat backwards. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that he wearing his timepiece on the field. Oh, no. Say, bro.
I get it, but when it's a receiver, it's okay.
Right.
Like this, when they're talking about his confidence, he's cocky. But when Tom Brady talks the same way, oh, it's confidence, it's fiery. He's got moxie. That's bullshit. I'm tired of doing this black stereotype of bullshit. He's the first kid.
Fucking hot dogs.
But look, he's the first black quarterback you really can say don't need money. He don't need money.
No.
He got a powerful dad. Well, he had a family, the dad and mom broke up, but he came from a 2-parent household. You can't fucking say nothing bad about dude. Dude never been arrested. Dude is not doing drugs. He's not out there drinking. What are we talking about here? What character flaws he has? He's confident in his skills. He's supposed to say, "Oh, I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna suck." That's what he's supposed to say.
To me, I think his gameplay spoke for him.
He didn't have a line, and he still was winning.
Like,
and
believe it or not, and this is just my opinion. This is my take. I think he brought out the best in Travis Hunter. I think when they had that sound bite, and I don't remember what game they was playing, but Shadeur threw him a nice pass, and Travis had both hands on the ball. He didn't catch it. And the dude was just literally just raking Travis. And he came back to the huddle. He said, "Say, bro, you should have caught that." He's like, "The dude all over me. So effing what? Catch it." Like, so what? Now you on this side of the field, you supposed to be the option, my boy. Like, literally drawing a dude to come back to him, to not only draw it out of him, but having the confidence to go back to him. And what he do? He have a highlight catch that kind of cements part of his Heisman package, his video package. So you can't tell me that he doesn't have the impact to change a game one and bring out the best of his teammates. You can't say that whatever he has, it won't be contagious and translate to winning. which is what you want.
It makes you mad because this kid he's doing everything right. He didn't try to leave school early. He stayed all 4 years. I mean, what you expect for the dude to do? I mean, I don't think Deion would have played him if he sucked. He would have been the starting quarterback if he sucked.
No.
Right.
So, I mean, what makes Jackson Dart any good? Nobody. I mean, I haven't heard, they had this man as a second, third round pick. Now he's like top 10. And then for them to say the Saints pick Jackson Dart over Shadeur Sanders, I say, oh, fuck this. That'll be one where I will be like, fuck this shit.
You'll be a Jets. You'll be a Jets fan.
I ain't going that far. I'm already miserable. Fuck this. Man, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna focus on my Pistons this shit. That's what I'm gonna take. I'm gonna focus on the Pistons. Good. Hey, I'm just saying I don't get it. I don't get it. People just want who they want, and they don't. They got Jets selects Jackson Dart on this one. Shit.
Like,
what is they? Y'all remember Jimmy Clausen, right?
Yep.
And remember, Mel Kiper Jr. had a hard on for Jimmy Clausen. He was like, "He's gonna be the next great quarterback. I'll retire." He said that I'll retire if Jimmy Clausen doesn't become an All-Pro. The motherfucker didn't become an All-Pro, and he went back on his word.
Boy,
I don't trust shit Mel Kiper has to say.
Faster than Mike Jack himself.
Now, on this mock draft, they got Shadeur going to the Giants. Would not be bad. You got two quarterbacks that could fucking coach him up. That would not be bad. They got y'all getting Jackson Darts. That's fucked up. Why?
I don't think the Jets drafting a quarterback. I think they're just playing with this mock draft because Coach Glenn already came out and said that Justin is the guy. And I applaud Aaron Glenn for coming out the gate swinging. That dude said, look, this is my team. Ain't no second guessing out here, B. This is my starter. This is my guy. This is how we rolling.
That quarterback room for New York isn't that bad for either squad if you think about it. Us drafting Jackson Dart would be stupid. Yeah, I would say that maybe if you can't get a decent offensive tackle, you go and get yourself the tight end from Penn State, and you solidify another weapon for Justin Fields.
Oh, I like this draft. This draft say we trade back up and get Shadeur. I'm okay with it. If he drops down to 19, y'all better get back in there and get him because unless you believe in Spencer Rattler, and I'm gonna have to tell you this, Spencer Rattler, you just change. If we get Shadeur Sanders, you just change your number to 2. You're gonna change that bitch back.
You're gonna change that bitch back. That boy gonna buy it from him. My boy said, "Look, I know you never wore it professionally, but
they're gonna tell him either you fucking give it to him or you gonna be cut." Don't tell that boy. If they get Shadeur, yeah, bro, you gotta up that too. Change your number to something else, bro.
That's cool, bro. That dude just literally got that number, man.
You good, bro? Nobody told you to change it to 2. Nah, bro.
That man couldn't take his number when he wanted. That man wanted. That man said he wanted to wear his. I think he wore 2 in high school.
High school, yep. Well, wear your college number. Go talk to Taysom Hill and get 7 because you're not getting 2.
That boy Taysom out. I guarantee you, but by before June, Taysom gonna be gone.
Yep, 7 freed up, baby. 7
about to be freed up, my boy. You can have 7.
You can go back to 7 because 2 is going to Shadeur.
So soon the people could clear it out. Then people gonna be like, "Say, bro, we love you, Taysom, but Coach said he going younger."
There you go. Go back to Denver, my boy.
You go to Coach Payton with that.
They're going to that boy, that number. They're going to say, yeah, 7 freed up, bro. Spencer, get 7. I'm telling you to get 7, Spencer. Shadeur got 2. Fuck you.
Shadeur got 2. That's it.
Do you want to be on this team? That's
Man,
what I told you. Do you want to be on this team? How much you want number 2? You can wear number 2 right out the fucking door.
Damn. That boy said the 2 is for the 2 fingers that we throwing up for you. You out.
Hard deuce.
Damn.
I guarantee you the coach said, telling them, hey, don't print them Rattlers jerseys up just yet. Don't you fucking do it. we got a chance. We got a chance to get
we do, man. That's what I'm saying. Say, bro. Say, bro, y'all, it's been 50-something years, bro. Like, it's time to, I don't know if there's a hard rule or a tradition, but you got to get that up, bro. Stop being hard-headed.
He already looks good in black and gold. We know how he looks in black and gold.
Like,
he don't have to change his gear.
That's what I'm saying. If anything, bro, just do it for the splash. Like, y'all need to make a splash. Like, it ain't gonna work nowhere else because we gonna look at it and be like, damn, bro, we up doing the same stuff all over again.
I know how I feel about Archie Manning. That's the last time we drafted a fucking QB in the first round was Archie fucking Manning. Yeah. In the first round. I mean, it's like they say, fuck it. You know, all the great QBs, we say, you know what? Fuck them. Don't worry about them. We'll get this 5th round gym. Don't worry about it.
Man, look, if y'all want to fill a Manning prophecy, let the Giants do that. The Giants can fill out the Manning prophecy.
Oh yeah, I don't want a Manning down here because they don't work out for us. They don't work out.
I'm saying, bro,
I just put a post up talking about Archie Manning. What is something I'll stand on in front of 1 million people, in front of 1 million Saints fans? I would tell them, unretired at fucking 8, take that name off the fucking Ring of Honor, and fucking treat him like the loser he was. He fucking lost. Like, we didn't win shit. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, oh, he was so a great fixture of the organization. We didn't win. Bro, I don't want to hear, he didn't have an offensive lineman. So did Aaron Brooks, and y'all treat Aaron Brooks like shit. Aaron Brooks was the 2nd best quarterback in the Saints history, and his name not up there in the Ring of Honor. But you got Archie Manning losing ass in the Ring of Honor. He lost.
This man never even brought y'all to the playoffs before. The first quarterback that brought you was Bobby Abel.
Bro, we didn't even know. I don't think they sniffed close to 5 wins when Archie Manning was in that bitch. We was always picking one. We were always picking number 1 or 2, taking kickers at number 3 and shit. Like that, man.
Bruh. Who did in that mock draft that you just saw? Who did the Saints trade up with to get to bring in Shadeur?
I don't see that at 19, but if Tampa trade with us, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Why? What are you guys picking?
We picking 9. They got us Will Johnson first, a corner. I get that. And if we get the trade up, Tampa, I don't know if Tampa gonna do that. I think Tampa will hate. So we had to go above Tampa. But yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pick like 5 or 6 to get Shadeur. If you do it. But the thing about it is Shadeur can't be the first quarterback off the board. So somebody got to get Cam because Cam gonna be the first one off the board. I'll be highly surprised if Cam is not the first.
No, Cam is coming off the board first.
I think Cam comes off the board first. I think Shadeur should go 2 to the Browns.
But you know, Daddy's saying I don't want.
Nah, his daddy said he can't go to no Cleveland. That can't happen.
It doesn't matter. You still draft his ass, and then you have to work it out. He either gets signed to the fucking Browns or they use him as trade bait.
You said when you hear that Colorado, when you hear Colorado, who comes to mind? Sanders or Hunter? Hunter made that team good. To me, I seen Shadeur go out there and win a game, not throwing the ball to Hunter because Hunter was hurt. I mean, I seen him go out there and Shadeur threw a Hail Mary to tie the game and then won that bitch in overtime. I mean, when it comes to mine, everybody was doing the watch celebration. I know people love Hunter going both ways, but Hunter shouldn't have won that fucking Heisman to begin with. I'm gonna say it like that. But they gave it to him because he did something we never saw really before.
You're right.
But to me, Sanders was the face of the fucking team, even though Hunter was great. It was everything about Shadeur. And then they didn't have that season they wanted.
Would Hunter have been as great without Shadeur at quarterback?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Exactly. So to me, the face of the Colorado was Shadeur. I don't think it was
Now,
Hunter.
I'll put it this way.
Hunter was a major piece of the puzzle.
The
but
most
still,
dynamic player was Hunter. He was dynamic.
yes.
Yes.
But the person, when it comes to Colorado, I think Sanders, Deion, and Shadeur. Fuck Shiloh. Nobody cares about Shiloh. He can't cover to save his life. But Shadeur and Deion, we thought about. Come on, man. People was up there doing the watch celebration. Even when they lost, they come and doing Shadeur celebration. They're not doing Travis celebration. So I'm just saying. Ohio State QB Smith is going to be a bust. Who was Smith? I thought his name was Howard. Thought Will Howard was the Ohio State quarterback. Let's see. What's good, Pops? They still claim the Giants might draft a QB. I don't know why when you got Winston and the same week, right? got Wilson. Because
I would dare you got to look for long term. Neither one of those quarterbacks are long term for the Giants. Winston's been in the NFL for a long time. He's probably only going to be there a year or two. And they're all, what are they both signed to only a year?
Well, Winston signed to 2 years.
So you got Russell, who you're probably going to start because he's the veteran, and I guess he would be more would fit the role as a starter for the Giants. And then you have Shadeur that you could bring in, get rid of Tommy Cutlets because he's garbage.
They won't do that.
But
I thought Tommy Cutlets just signed a 2-year deal or something like that.
The thing is, they got to see if Russ is cooked. I think he is. I think, we all get to that point. But Jameis just turned 30. Even though it seemed like he's been in the league a long time, he's just like 30, 31. He's still kind of young. But it's for your future, I would get Sanders. Because them quarterbacks is not going to bring you anywhere. Or maybe Jameis. Jameis going to make it exciting. That's a QB that's going to make it exciting, make you want to watch.
About to say you want if you're playing fantasy and you want at least 200 targets for a receiver, then Malik Neighbors is going to have at least 280 targets if J-Bo is if he's under center. I can guarantee it.
Bug him like fuck it. Neighbors up there somewhere.
He's gonna throw it down. He's gonna throw it downfield. You know that.
Ain't no way the Browns pass on Carter. I see that too. But they need a QB bad. The Browns need a QB bad. I don't know if he trusts small hands to be a QB. I don't know, but they need a QB bad. They just admitted that they struck out on Deshaun Watson. So I guess that experiment is over.
We said that shit when the fucking trade happened. I think Eric had a rant that he said that they were gonna fucking self-destruct, and they did.
And the thing is, you don't pay a QB that amount of money. That's too much.
Out of nowhere.
And his style didn't fit the Browns. It didn't. It didn't fit him. And then, they massage parlors must suck. Because, you know what? He didn't get. He ain't getting his massages. He ain't been the same since he ain't get his massage. So, so I'm just telling you, it was bound to happen. The injuries piled up, and then this last injury was just stupid. Like you in recovery, and you do a TikTok dance without a boot, and then you hurt that same foot, not wearing your walking boot, writing on the wall.
And the thing is that and he's out and he'll be out all season.
Yeah, so that's pretty.
You know, he wanted to be young, and he tried to enjoy his time with his lady, and you know, I guess wanted to have a moment. But
I told my lady, wait, let me get my walking boot. Shit.
Like, but right now you messed up the money. Now, how you supposed to be happy if you can't keep her happy with what type of lifestyle that you affording for her?
His money ain't fucked up. He's still getting guaranteed money still. His money ain't fucked up. He got a free money is what he got.
That next year's money fucked up though. This year's money not. But next year's money is fucked up. You fucked up.
Yeah, but you're not fucking spending $96 million. Or whatever it is. I think it's, you know what I'm saying? If you're smart, that money is invested already, and that money's making you money.
I don't know because right now I'm gonna do an early shout out. I'm gonna shout out Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts, that dude literally, he literally bet on himself. And shout out to his agent too, because I followed her before she got famous on Instagram. But I'm gonna shout him out for the mere fact that he already got made a bag out of all the criticism that he received. And that dude lived like you and me. Got him a nice little 3-bedroom house somewhere in Texas. That's his only house. Got one car, and it ain't all decked out. Like he got one car. And dude said, you know what? I'm investing in my education. I already got education from these schools. And dude said, I'm gonna go back and get this master's, which he just got. He just earned his graduate degree. So I'm looking at a lot of dudes. If you're not maneuvering like that, where you know for sure you got the bag and still trying to say, you know what, I'm gonna save, because for the most part, not only did he invest in himself, but now he got enough to spread the pie. Like now he got a bigger piece of the pie where he can spread it around for his future family. But right now, like his mom and his dad, he taking care. He's literally he's the breadwinner of his family, literally being that. And
well, yeah, I'm just looking at Anthony's comment. I would have Deshaun as like a backup QB. I was signing for backup QB money. I mean, see if something's still there. He ain't getting no starter money no more. Like,
man, you can hang that up. Ain't no backup, B.
He might get a backup. You know, he might be a backup. Some team that might need a backup might sign him. I've seen worse backups.
I don't know.
Trevor Siemian. Let me see. Trevor Siemian.
That man ain't in the league no more.
Yeah, I mean, he was in there for a long time.
He was.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, the red BB gun was in the league a long time. So I'm like, shit. He can go hold a clipboard. Yeah, he's in the league. He can hold a clipboard for a vet minimum.
Because right now, a lot of them guys getting older. So while we talking about a poor Trey Lance, I'm pretty sure Trey Lance, he got enough backup experience at this point. And he a young guy. You look at the Kirk, garbage time Kirk. Yeah. He about to be a backup.
Who else out there
that can be a backup?
I want Kirk Cousins deal. Kirk Cousins getting paid starter money to be a backup.
Man, well, yeah, that's Atlanta problem.
That's Atlanta. The Falcons.
Yep. Atlanta did that. Ain't nobody told him to do that. Say, bro, his dude coming off. He already had 2 different contracts, bro, and he's coming off an ankle injury. Nope, we're gonna give you a guaranteed 100-some-odd mil. Guaranteed?
Same injury Deshaun had.
I'm out. Yep, I got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got me. Y'all got a winner, suckers.
No, they don't. Is that he has a good fucking representation. I need to hire his agent.
Man, it's just like the Falcons were desperate. Didn't know Michael Penix would drop to him. Well, and they
No,
went
they
and got
stole Michael
Penix.
Penix.
They stole him. They
They
didn't
stole
think
that dude.
they said, well, we're gonna get Michael Penix and maybe Kirk Cousins will give us 1 or 2 good years and we can put Penix. Then Kirk Cousins start Kirk Cousins, and then that's how Penix got put it.
Say, bro, you start winning games. Like, what happened? Say, bro, only got hyped for 2 games, man. For real.
They thought they found one when they beat the Bucks and he threw for 500 yards.
Yep.
I told Falcons fans, I was like, look, bruh, don't get excited. He's about to start Kirk Cousins. Oh, no, Kirk Cousins. Man, 2 weeks later, they was calling for Kirk Cousins' job.
Yep. I say, bro, he's still going to be in Atlanta? We could get rid of him? No, you can't get rid of him. You signed him to 100 guaranteed. What, you going to pay him not to play? What y'all think, y'all Denver?
Yep, that's what they're doing.
We are Denver. No, you're not. Denver know how to win championships. Y'all do not.
You think? I'm just saying, they think they might be Denver, man, this age. Fuck it. Just spend all the money in the world. Spend all the money on quarterbacks. Fuck that salary cap. That's what they said. But, man, I mean, Kirk Cousins got him good. And like I say, Deshaun Watson could find a team that has a backup QB and he could just ride the pine. Because it's crazy. That dude was a top 3 QB in Cleveland, broke this man down to shit. Because remember, when he signed to Cleveland, he was one of the greats. He was one of the greats.
He was top. He was definitely top 3.
Everybody was trying to break their neck to get dude. And
I was excited to get him. I'm like, damn, they said he's gonna be a Saint. And then Cleveland came with that offer.
Cleveland was like, here's this ridiculous amount of money. Yep, I want the money. I don't care. I can make my house a home in Cleveland. Oh,
look,
right.
Who would turn that down? Even though we shit on Cleveland, I don't think none of us would turn that deal down.
No,
how no? Guaranteed? Shit.
Any one of our jobs right now says,
it's gonna be like this. Well, here's 174 million. Okay, man, that's great. Here comes Cleveland, 274 million. What?
Guess what? I'm out. I'm going now. Any one of our jobs sit here and say, look, we like you. You could love exactly where you are, but if you could do the same exact job for the same exact company, you're gonna be like, say, bro, yeah, I want the money. I can make myself comfortable. I'll make myself comfortable. But his situation, he just didn't care. He didn't care if it was good or bad. He already knew he had the money.
Definitely.
Let a job come and say, yeah, we're gonna give you all guaranteed. You're gonna get 200 million guaranteed. All right, man, it's been real. That's what I'm gonna tell my job I got now, man. It's been real.
Say, bro, it's been a pleasure, y'all. But guess what?
Talking about, I wish my job would tell me loyalty. Man, I thought y'all were loyal to you. Nah, man, I'm loyal to myself. I'm out. Unless you can match this, I'm out. I gotta go.
And I don't think there was anybody in the league that was gonna match that.
Nah, everybody say fuck that. Cleveland, you out your fucking mind.
Literally, it was between Atlanta and New Orleans, and New Orleans could pay him. I think at the time it was like $4 million more than Atlanta could.
Yep, it was 174.
It took Atlanta out the running, and then Cleveland said, "Say, bro, let me dump this real quick. Say, bro, you can have this what I just dumped because I ain't got to pay it no more." Well, yeah, you could be crazy not to take that. Like the whole Myles Garrett situation. Myles Garrett literally said,
you, New Orleans. I'm out.
I'm about to tell you. Myles Garrett literally said, say, bro, I want to win. Cleveland looked at the board and said,
it's 40 million.
I can guarantee you 40 a year. Come again? A year? I'm gonna get that regardless. For how many times I play? 40 guaranteed. Oh yeah. Yep. Say y'all. I'm so sorry for doing that to y'all. You know, I'll be angry sometimes. I'm not quite myself when I'm hungry.
I don't blame them. In this economy, I'm taking everything I can get.
Man.
40 million. Man, fuck that winning shit.
I can buy my own ring, bro.
Fuck a championship.
I can buy my own ring with this.
I'll buy my own championship ring. Fuck that.
Tell you.
Dude, that'll be 40 million. Hey, Mo, 40 million guaranteed a year. You stay with us. Well, I'm here for life. Fuck. Y'all suck, but I'm here for life.
You can still keep it the buck with them. Like, say, bro, y'all terrible. I want y'all to know y'all terrible people. Y'all a terrible organization. I don't care. I'm paying you too. You know what? You right. You sure are.
Listen, it's like this. He basically told them people, y'all suck. I don't want to play with y'all. I don't want to be here. Fuck Cleveland. And then the next week, I love Cleveland.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Listen, the Cleveland was giving out money like fucking a crackhead was giving out rock.
You mean like the dealer giving out rock to the crackhead?
Yeah. Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're a crackhead, you're going to fucking grab that rock and keep it moving. Like you said, he sold himself. He ain't never winning a championship with Cleveland.
No.
So he better just stick to doing what he does on the field. So then this way, at least he could get into the Hall of Fame than thinking that he's going to win championships in Cleveland, because that ain't happening.
Yeah,
not with the chemistry they got there now.
First of all, Cleveland get hyped for their division games, and that's about it. So you're going to, out of those 6 possible games, you might escape with 2 of them. You might. Because Baltimore ain't going away. Cincinnati ain't going away. I don't know. Wait. Let me retract that.
Not with that defense. That might be one of the fucking victories.
Cincinnati might be within one of them 2 games that they might escape with.
Yeah.
Cincinnati might be one of the 2. And Pittsburgh, as long as Mike Tomlin is still, the guy there, despite of what they're talking about, because to me, Pittsburgh and the media coverage of Pittsburgh always saying, well, this might be it for Mike Tomlin. This might be it for Mike Tomlin. But the man been there 18 years, and he still haven't given you a losing season yet. So stop hoping against hope.
And why you on the Steelers? I feel it's crazy that they are waiting on Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Crazy to me.
Oh my. You gave up 2. You gave up 2 guys. I thought at least one of them was going to stick. I know Russ wasn't going to stick because Russ already said it was going to be a 1-year deal. And then there's a potential that you sign him back. But you had Justin for 2. You signed Justin for 2. You let Justin walk.
Yep.
And now you sitting here want this dude who's in his 40s and in his his 17th, going to his 17th season?
Something like that.
Like,
this is my thing. Sure. I'm getting Shadeur if I'm the Steelers. Fuck that. We need somebody that can throw the ball. They got receivers. They got an old line. They just need a quarterback. What is Aaron Rodgers waiting on? Who else is out there going to take Aaron Rodgers? The Vikings already said no. So the Brett Favre story won't happen.
Yep.
So who else? Who else is he waiting on?
Man said
that just shows that how much of a prima donna he is.
Boy, egomaniac, man. That dude got an ego problem.
Ready-made team. They have 2 dominant receivers. They have a good old line. They got a good tight end. 2 good tight ends, actually, because they're sleeping on Washington. I mean,
good defense.
And they got a good defense. Aaron Rodgers. Hey, buddy. That's the perfect opportunity for you. And they want you. Aaron Rodgers, what you smoking on, bro? That ayahuasca.
He's smoking on stuff.
That ayahuasca.
He don't know better.
Like, who does that? Like, if I'm a 40-year-old QB, that's the perfect place for me. But then if he go there, there's no excuse. Because he likes to place blame on people. So it was
True.
this, it was that, it was this. Why didn't you succeed in New York when you had all those weapons? You had a good defense. You got the coach fired, and you still didn't do shit. They gave you more weapons. They gave you Devontae Adams. You still didn't do shit. They had somebody wrote under that post talking about Drew Brees is the most overrated quarterback. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Drew Brees had fucking Nick from TMI. Nah. Who's more overrated is Aaron fucking Rodgers. Let me tell you, he went to all those NFC championships and only won one Super Bowl.
One ring out of it. Tripping.
Overrated.
Tripping.
Besides that 1 year. Because if he never, they were wild card.
They never caught on fire.
If he never caught on fire, Aaron Rodgers would be this generation's Dan Marino with no fucking Super Bowls.
And I don't know if he was up against Drew in one of them MVP seasons, but I know Drew got screwed out of at least one. At least one.
That Peyton Manning one he got screwed over.
At least one.
The man threw five for 5,000 yards like it was 3,000 yards. He was every year he had 5,000.
Man was just slinging this thing, bro. Like, bro, it makes me angry just thinking about it.
I just think Aaron Rodgers is overrated. He's overrated. And he's starting to believe his own press clippings that ESPN used to do for him. He's overrated, bro. Like, well, Jay, he was your QB last year. So you got more experience on this than we do.
He didn't listen. I can't put it all on Aaron Rodgers because the offensive line was horrendous. But I expected more from Aaron Rodgers. I expected, he throws the ball hard, but his accuracy isn't as good as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I have to agree with you. I think he's very overrated for the power that these teams are giving him. Because, honestly, why is Pittsburgh waiting for mediocrity?
I mean, unless they're going to make a splash in this draft and jump up. I mean, I don't know who they're waiting on. Why do you trade for DK Metcalf for no QB?
Because I don't think they thought. I honestly don't think they thought that Justin Fields was leaving.
But
I think they expected him to resign. I think that's what the problem was. They expected him to resign, and he ran out the door as soon as he saw that the grass was greener somewhere else.
Now, do you blame him though? You had him with a winning record, and they come bring in Russell Wilson for what reason?
To lose the last 4 games of the season.
I'm out of there too. I'm out of there.
That shows that they didn't really have confidence in him.
Nope, I'm out of there.
I would have played him until he started losing.
Right.
Well,
you kept right.
The situation with that, when Russ came in there, Russ was kind of already destined to be QB1, but it was supposed to be a 1-year deal. And that was supposed to be it. I don't know where the mix came up at. I guess because since he came in early and was winning games, and when he was like, okay, now Russ is going to come back because that's what we kind of wanted to do. I think that's what kind of jacked it up. I think it was a relationship type of a deal, kind of like what I think of regarding with Michael Thomas and Coach Payton, because Michael Thomas was awesome when he was healthy, but then when he was saying, bro, they're not listening to me, I think that's what ruined the relationship between him and the coaches. and then in turn, it made the public turn on him. So I think you could kind of translate that or transfer that to what happened with Pittsburgh, because you was told one thing, another thing happens, and then now you seem a certain way when you're like, say, bro, I was told that we'll keep it rolling as long as I'm winning, and when something else panned out, I don't know, because I don't really pay attention to the media of Pittsburgh like that, but perhaps people turned on him there, and he was like, well, might well just start over. And here's the deal. I know in New York I'm gonna be the man, because New York ain't got no other option.
I understand, but the thing is, he's winning. Most coaches stick with the hot hand. Like, let's go Saints, back to the Saints. When Jeff Blake got hurt, Aaron Brooks took over, and they stuck with the hot hand to the playoffs. And Jeff Blake was the QB1, and then after that, Jeff Blake left. We didn't see Jeff Blake no more.
Yep. Yeah, but if you think about it, like you said, Russ was only brought into Pittsburgh for 1 year. To me, he lost that starting position when he got hurt.
Yeah.
So you bring in Justin Fields, he's winning games. Yeah, they're not pretty games, but he was still winning games. I would have kept it going until he started losing.
If he lost the game, then I'll put Russ in.
Because Russ, well, that's the thing, and it's unfair, but that's just how locker rooms talk. They're going to stick with a guy who's been to a championship and won a championship. 9 times out of 10, they're going to stick with the guy that's been there. Kind of like the whole, I'm going to compare it to the Garoppolo situation. So when the Niners drafted Trey Lance, and it was like, Garoppolo, take a seat. And then Trey Lance got hurt and Garoppolo went in there. Well, and this is, based on my experience and from what I see. So when I went to go watch them dudes play in Frisco against us, it was like, look, Garoppolo, although we've already said we want to move on from Garoppolo, but Garoppolo is a guy that got the experience. Now, you might be healthy again, but he's the guy that got the experience. And they rolled with him. They rolled with Garoppolo. So it could have been the same situation. It's just, how head coaches may look at it, but like, say, bro, this dude been there a little bit longer. He's been to a championship game. He could deal with this kind of atmosphere, this kind of pressure, so on and so forth. So I got to roll with it. Instead of, sometimes you just gotta treat them dudes just like Green Bay did Aaron Rodgers that first time around with what Green Bay did with Brett Favre when Aaron Rodgers came around. Like, say, bro, trains left the station. This is how we gotta roll. We have to roll this way now. And I don't know if coaches, just afraid to do so. But I mean, Mike Tomlin should, my opinion.
I think just Justin Fields felt disrespected, like he was disrespected in Chicago, and he's like, I came here to start new. They diss me for old ass Russ. Why would I stay here in Pittsburgh? Because that means if I lose, then whoever the backup is, I don't know who it is now in Pittsburgh.
Mason Rudolph.
It's gonna be,
they're gonna diss me for Mason Rudolph. I'll go to New York, where Aaron Glenn is coming in with a new, trying to make the atmosphere here better. He's already probably told me when I interviewed for the job that I'm going to be QB1. So, and that that you're straight up QB1. We're going to ride with you until we can't ride with you anymore. So why wouldn't I have left the fucking, the Steelers?
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is, now the Steelers are left without a QB. That's what they get.
But that sucks for them.
That's on them, because that was a stupid decision. The young dude was getting burned, and y'all was 7-2. I see if y'all was 5-4 or something like that, then you bring Russ in. But he's 7-2. Let the dude cook. See, Mike can get it. And I mean, but
why isn't it that when Russ started losing those games at the end of the season, why didn't they pull the trigger and bench Russ?
Could have thought Russ could go back to his old glory.
Well, and and look at what they ended up with. Mason Rudolph.
And possibly Aaron Rodgers with his overrated ass.
Yep, basically.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is not the answer at this stage in his career. I wouldn't I wouldn't have him on my team because he got too much issues with him. I would either, I don't know, do you trade for Kirk Cousins or get a rookie? One of the two, but it's not looking good for the quarterback situation in Pittsburgh.
No.
And
unless they fucking come up in the draft and try to get somebody.
I mean, if Shadeur drops that low, like people saying he's going to, then you must. I
don't think he'll fall out of the top 10.
I'm hoping.
I really don't.
I hope not, because the kid is good. The kid is good.
If it wasn't that we took Justin Fields, that would be somebody where I could see the Jets drafting if he fell to what is it, 7.
I think for sure we'd have took him if we didn't re-sign Derek Carr. I don't know why we did that stupid shit, but hey.
Dennis Allen.
I'm talking about this one's on Mickey Loomis because Dennis Allen's gone. Want to re-up his contract.
What are you talking about? Re-up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want to re-up his contract.
But you only got him for what? 1 more year, 2 more years?
2 more years, almost 2 more years technically to get out of it, but it's gonna cost a shitload of money.
That sucks.
So yep, that's why I was like, fire Loomis. Kenny and Buck Rogers are better than Aaron Rodgers. That's what Izzy said. It's not a good look if Sanders drop out of the top 10, people passing on him. And some of these teams might be doing that on purpose so they can get him later. So gotta watch out for that shit. Right.
I mean, the only way he falls out of the top 10 is that nobody wants to give him top 10 money.
And that'll be a shame. You're going to pay him top 10 money anyway. if he go off like he said he is. This man is getting trained by Tom Brady. You don't think this man absorbing shit from Tom Brady?
True.
I mean, shit, he's getting trained by Tom Brady. That's why I don't think the Raiders can pick him because Tom Brady's with the Raiders. This man is literally getting trained by what most people call the GOAT of football. And you don't think he's gonna get some knowledge from Tom Brady? His daddy using his connections. You don't think this man gonna study film and get better? Shit, I'll take him over Derek Carr right now. I just don't like Derek Carr. Fuck Derek Carr. Right now.
You take a fucking a beignet over time, fucking Derek Carr right now.
I'll take nobody down here. Carr right now.
No one down here likes Derek Carr,
except for the Mississippi Saints fans. Except for the Trump Saints fans, yeah, they love him.
Dude literally just celebrated a birthday. They had a post that was highlighted. Said, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Nobody care about dude's birthday. Yeah, out of all the comments they had, that's the one that got highlighted. I said, bro, because we don't.
Don't care about your birthday. Fuck your birthday. We need to go back in time and snip your dad so you won't be here.
That's fucked up. No, what you need to do is fucking maybe snip Mickey Loomis's dad, so he wouldn't be here making the fucking the decisions that he makes for your team. Because to me, you guys are mediocre. You know, you're mediocre because of him.
Put it this way, I wish I could go back to 2010 and plant drugs on him So you go to jail for a long time. So he won't be here. Shit. I would have never did the Dennis Allen coaching hire. I don't got Glenn Lynn. I don't got Aaron Glenn Lynn.
Yeah.
But man, we're gonna talk about one of Jay's teams in baseball and these damn torpedo bats. Hitting home runs like it's fucking little league now. It's hitting home runs.
Well, it's all about the barrel.
Listen, it's not my fault that my team has somebody that was from MIT and fucking they designed a bat that's legal. It's not like it's illegal.
Nah,
because and they found out what was best for their batters. And they hit what last Saturday? I think they hit like 8 or 9 home runs in the game.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Y'all was putting out football numbers. That was ridiculous.
I can't knock it if they're smart enough to bring somebody in to design a bat that's, like I said, legal. Now it doesn't. It's not like they got the they can be the only team. Now every team could do it if they want to.
Yeah, now Judge hit another home run today. So shit, y'all won the game today. So yeah.
But he says he's not using a torpedo bat.
No. If he uses the torpedo bat, he might hit 100 home runs. Shit. These motherfuckers.
No, I think they notice where the batters are hitting the ball from, and he hits the ball from a different part of the bat where they put the extra meat on for to make it a torpedo bat.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other players hit it in that area. That's their sweet spot. His sweet spot is different because he could actually drive a ball probably a lot better than a lot of other players can.
Yeah, he probably good with using the regular bat. But I'm just saying, I thought if they gave Judge that bat, I'm like, good Lord. I mean, hey, that's smart. That's something George Steinbrenner is smiling in his grave right now. You know what? We gonna be the first to do this.
It's like I said, it's not the Yankees' fault that they have somebody that's an MIT graduate that works for them and was probably, using that brain of his and saying, "Oh, wait, maybe these guys had this type of bat." You know what I'm saying? And it'll be better for their hitting. So I think it was Volpe was the one that he was hitting it off that in that area where they put the more meat on the bat.
Volpe been hitting home runs almost every game.
Yeah, him, Chaz Chisholm is starting to hit home runs.
Trust me, I've been knowing because I've been betting on him. Motherfuckers be hitting home runs every fucking game. So it's crazy though that most people, nobody ever thought of that. Like, you know what? Let's change the bat structure.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't need to cork the bat when you can change the structure of the bat.
And they're still using the same, the same measurements on the bat. It's just fatter in another part of the bat.
Facts is I would take a ham and cheese sandwich over a car. with the booty end to the bread. I have problems with pitchers. If Judge already has 2 home runs, why are you still pitching him? Then boom, another home run. I mean, they think they can get him.
Because he does go through slumps. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's too early in the season for him to be slumping. You know what I'm saying? And the Yankees right now are just playing good baseball. I think they're still undefeated.
Let me see. I just looked at it. Well, I know the Dodgers lost today. They're not undefeated anymore.
There was only, I think, 3 teams that were undefeated. It was the Yankees, the
The Yankees
Dodgers.
are 5-2. They lost 2 games to the Diamondbacks.
All right, that's cool. Still in first place though.
Let's see what those Orioles doing. I'm being petty. Let's see.
That's fucked up.
They're 3-5. Let's see what the Braves doing.
They won tonight.
Damn, y'all 1-7. God damn.
They won tonight.
They won tonight. They won 10-0 tonight against the Florida.
Yeah, that was their first game that they won.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck happened?
Don't come from my team, bro.
Man, look,
They
I
won
can't
tonight.
come for those teams. I'm glad y'all won.
Where's Baltimore? Last place?
They're 3-5. Judge don't need that bat. He's a savage. Man. Dodgers lost. Yep, they did. Dodgers are too good. They got the best team money can buy.
On paper, they're the best team that money can buy on paper. They got the 2 best Japanese players, probably 3 of the best Japanese players on their team.
They're supposed to be winning. They
You're
bought
right.
everybody. They say, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. We're gonna make it back. Come on here, Ohtani. Here's a shitload of money. They got Mookie Betts. They got a bunch of people. Freddie Freeman. They got a lot of people on the fucking Dodgers.
They got probably 4 number 1 starters in their bullpen.
That's ridiculous.
But yet nobody could bitch because for many years they said the Yankees bought championships.
It was 23, 24.
28.
28. I'm sorry. I shouted y'all for. I mean, in baseball, there's no salary cap, so you can't complain. It's like
I think there's a cap, but they stretch it out because look at how Otani's getting paid for the next 10 years or 15 years. The same way, what's his name from the Mets is still getting paid.
Right.
Bobby Bonilla. So they just stretch it out, and that's how they can get under the cap. Because I think they're only allowed to spend a certain amount of money a year.
Yeah, them baseball numbers are ridiculous. Nope, I just looked it up. They don't have a salary cap.
Baseball?
Yep, they don't.
But they get taxed on how much money.
Yeah, they got a competitive balance tax.
Yeah, they get taxed for how much money they put out.
But no salary cap. But it's a tax. Like they'll tax you tax them a little much. The Dodgers don't give a fuck about that tax.
Because like I said, they stretch that money out. Yeah. Plus, the Dodgers is like the Yankees. They make money. People are coming to the games. People are buying, memorabilia and it's jerseys and shit like that. So they make money. It's not like they're not making money. Now, places like, I hate to say it, Baltimore, they don't got the money like that there. Washington, they don't got money like that there. Probably Toronto. The only thing that's good about playing in Canada is that they don't tax your money. Yeah. They don't tax your money, but you get it taxed in the United States.
As long as you come back, you get taxed. Is that true? Ohtani might pitch in May. He might, but why? I wouldn't even have him pitching shit. Let him keep batting. Well, there's the luxury tax. Yep. I want to see in NFL 19 game season that will make it salary cap free. I don't want to see 19 games of football, man.
19 football games, boy. What do you think this is?
We would have to inflate the roster to like 100 players.
I'm about to tell you, bro, especially with 50 some odd players, brother,
bro.
If we get 19 games, brother, you got to give me at least 90 players.
Yeah, if it was a non-contact sport, then I can see them playing that many games. 19 games is a lot on your body. And I'm sorry to say, without preseason, look how slow this season started out.
Yeah, and I'm like this. 19 games is like you going to the Super Bowl. that's about, I think it's 19, 20 games. That's what you need to win the Super Bowl, basically. Look, that's a lot of games, bro. And then you gotta still go through the playoffs. Talking about 19 game season, and you still gotta go to the playoffs. We must gonna have multiple buys in this bitch, huh?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta add at least another bye week. That's even if they were to approve an 18 game season, they need to extend. They gotta give you another bye week. Like, and you could cancel that. You play Thursday and you get the whole 10 days. You could cancel that. That don't make no sense. That's garbage, bro. Because this game means something. This could be a difference between if I have a playoff home game or if I don't have a home playoff game. And we had a conversation about this maybe I think last year. Talking about this.
Like I said, if it wasn't a non-contact sport, then I can see them doing 19 games. But I think that's too much on the body because you're only getting 1 week off the whole season.
Right.
And with more players, increases in salary cap. No, you gotta make the salary cap go up because you need bodies. Man, we're gonna be playing with people like Skylar Thompson as your QB. Like the product gonna suffer if you get 19 games. I think we already got too many games as it is right now.
You're gonna have to jump up what is it, 54 players? You're gonna have to at least have 60
to 75. We might get 18 soon having 2 buys, and I'm not good with that. Because preseason is needed.
Yes, that's where it's killing the NFL right now, is that they only playing 2 preseason games?
3.
Or 3.
It's currently set up for 3. That's why we got 17 games. They got rid of one of the preseason games. And me personally, I'm for getting rid of the preseason because if guys, you got enough on guys playing because you're not just putting in the league, you're not filling the league with scrubs. These guys have already proven what they have, the skills that they have, and you already dumped down plays. So what are we really trying to save up here? What are we trying to really figure out here?
Well, chemistry. You need chemistry.
And I'm like this, and preseason also is not just for the chemistry, it's for the rookies getting acclimated to real game time speed. It's also good for your backups in case you get injuries in the season. You don't want to just trust going against each other in camp. You need preseason to see that in live action. Okay. Like I say, preseason is not for the stars. It's for the other people on your team that might not be stars that need that little extra rep. So you get rid of it, and then you get these rookies in there who not used to that shit, and then game 1 they getting toasted. They're cornerback. Or dropping passes. Remember, Jamar Chase sucked his first preseason games. He sucked. People thought he was going to be a bust because he kept dropping passes and everything. And then week 1, dude went bananas. So preseason is needed. It's
to get your body acclimated to being hit again too. You know what I'm saying? To go out there week 1 with no contact or no major contact. Yeah, you do them little, in camp games against other teams, but you're not going out there playing hard. You're not playing 100%.
So these guys are just laying down in the off season doing OTAs, and when it's time for the practice week, or you have joint practice, they just laying down.
They're not, but they're not hitting each other like you doing. Because if let's say you go to hit me and you break or you hurt something, now you're done for a couple of weeks. So they're not going out there going at 100%. They're going out there just getting their reps in, and that's what preseason is for reps. It's
I
not
mean,
really. It's to get acclimated to being hit again
Yeah,
and to being in the game.
in the first two, you really don't see your stars or those other guys anyway. And then when you get to 3, 4, those guys that we're talking about who could potentially be there, that's in a 70, the 70-man roster or whatever until we can make the final roster, they're gonna get cut anyway. So to me, it just seems like you're cutting the middleman. I
yeah.
mean, that's what it seems like to me.
The thing is though, we know the stars don't play a lot. We get that because if they're a star, you know what they do already. You know they good, but it's like the offensive linemen need a rhythm. Because especially if you get a new line, you need a rhythm to play. You need to know, like I say, receivers, get new receivers, running backs, all that need live action hits because practice. All those who play football know practice hits are different than live action. So
Yep.
you need to get hit. So your week one, you don't go out there and then oops, soft tissue injury, or oops, non-contact injury, and they gone for the whole thing. Because back in the days, we used to do 2, 3 a days, and then we used to have 4 preseason games. That's why used to have less injuries. Now we see people popping ACLs, with Achilles. Seems like every week somebody getting a serious injury. So something has to have changed. Something you got to find a good flow. Like even if you have to, I guess, push the preseason games up, and you don't have to play your stars in preseason. You can play, the people that need the reps because your stars know, like, good. Your stars are good. But
You
even
still,
though,
like I said, you still need chemistry though. So having them play one series, I think that's a good thing. They get their little one series in, and then you let your backups work their way onto the team with playing. I think that to me, NFL started off slow this year because they had less preseason games. There was
take away
the
Thursday
chemistry
night games.
wasn't.
Even if you take away the Thursday night games, you get an 18-game season. It's still gonna hurt those players. So
I
it's
think that they need to make the Thursday night game a little bit more competitive and not put the two of the shittiest teams out there.
I think they don't try to. It's just that some seasons you think this team will be good and that team will be good, and
Well,
they both trash.
supposedly, if you notice, I supposedly they did something in this year's league meetings that they can switch up the games now on Thursday.
They can flex it. Yep.
So if your team is a shitty team or it's two shitty teams, they could turn around. They have 20 days to flex the game or something like that, or 2 weeks or something like that.
Well, since aren't Thursday games kind of introduced immediately? Because depending on what day of the week, not even depending, I think your first game of the week, first game of the year is going to be a Super Bowl champion and whomever on a
With
Thursday, if
the
I'm not
Eagles,
mistaken.
I'll be surprised if they put them against us. If we play the Eagles this year.
Right. And then you have the season start off in Sunday. So I mean, you can't flex week one, and clearly you're not going to see who's winning until the stuff start weeding itself out. Till
I
week 3 or
wouldn't.
4.
I wouldn't do it until week. Like I wouldn't do Thursday night game the first game of the season. I would do Sunday games the first, and then that next Thursday would be the first Sunday game. I mean, the first Thursday game. I don't think that the first game of the season, should be on a Thursday night.
They might put the Eagles versus the Chiefs. They do play the Chiefs, so they might do Eagles Chiefs again. Rematch the Super Bowl. You know how they do.
Right.
On a Thursday, that would be a good Thursday night game.
Yeah, the first Thursday night of the year, I would do that. And start the season off how we ended it last season.
Yes,
There we go.
that would be smart. But we're talking about all NFL. The NFL is going to
They probably play the Giants.
probably going to be two scrubs quads. The Browns against the Giants or something like that.
Not the first game of the year.
Not gonna always be the Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
They're gonna probably pick the Eagles versus the Giants so the Eagles can win.
I don't know. Would Jameis up in there? Who knows what's going to happen? Even though
they say it's gonna be Russ starting.
see that to me, that's what's fucked up. You brought in two new quarterbacks. You let them fight that shit out in preseason. Then you shouldn't go like with let's say the Jet situation is different. You brought in this young kid. You're gonna this is the person that you think is gonna be your future. So you already know that you got your backups with Tyrod Taylor, and you got the other kid. I think is the kid from Florida State. I think is the other kid that's in as the backup. You know what I'm saying? So you already know that. But like a team like the Giants that all they had was Tommy DeVito anyway, you let them play out the preseason and you let them have to earn that spot. Just because you were in the league or you were a starter shouldn't make you a starter automatically, because there's a lot of quarterbacks that were starters that are backups now.
Hold up, let me make sure that I'm on camera when I say this, because I need to give this the same energy that I give Washington. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. So, Giants, y'all have the opportunity to start your first black quarterback week 1. Y'all mess around and make DeVito that quarterback, I will give y'all the same energy that I give Washington in them ugly A uniforms. I'm saying that right here today. I'm going to walk myself down 2 hours. Matter of fact, let me put it in the chat right now. I'm about to put it in the chat.
At least Washington started a black QB.
Right now. I'm about to do it right now.
They didn't have any other choice, though. What else did they have? What else did they have in there?
They could have played the Flying Hawaiian.
Fuck that. They ain't stupid.
See, look, Eagles versus Lions or Eagles versus Commanders. You just do Commanders in that shit because that's your team. Nobody wants to see that shit the first game of the year. Y'all division people. You don't start off on a division game.
Yeah, but you just said you want to put the Eagles against the Giants.
I said let's hit the Giants. That's the easy win. That's a homecoming game.
Man, you just want it to be an easy win.
It's a homecoming.
It might not be an easy win. Who knows what the Giants are going to be this year?
It's going to be fun. If you're
going to put them in against anybody, you motherfucker put the Eagles against the Cowboys. That's a better chance of being a win.
Yeah, I don't know what the Cowboys doing.
Right there in the chat. There you go.
Anthony hating already.
Tommy Kelly's Eagles doctrine. It's not the Eagles doctrine.
Yep, it sure does. Sure does.
Oh Lord, man! Chicken Cutler starts. We ride.
Y'all can ride. I won't give a fuck. I'll clap. I'll laugh. I'll think it's funny as hell. Because in my opinion, I'd rather start J-Bo over Russell Wilson. That's just me. But we're talking about the Giants.
I'm gonna say it. Russ been cooked ever since he got with Sierra, bro. Sierra taking it out of him, man. I'll be honest. Listen, I'm not mad why he cooked. It's great why he's cooked. But hey, she is sucking some energy out of him.
Man, look.
Probably literally and figuratively. He has not been the same since he been getting Sierra pregnant.
Bruh. I'm not gonna go that far, but
I'm going that far.
She set my man up for a thirst trap I meant to post that to the chat. Now they caught.
saw it.
You seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they caught my boy live in the living color. That boy said, "Say, baby, what color you want the walls for the nursery room?"
That's why Giants fans start J-Bo. Because Sierra up there shaking our ass during the season, we don't need that. If you're a Giants fan,
Right.
have you seen Sierra dance? Man, I'm not worrying about beating a cover 2 when I could beat those 2 buns right there. I'm not worrying about nothing else, man. Man, worrying about beating the man, or then cover 2 or cover 3. I ain't worrying about that shit, man. That's why Russ be cooked, man, and I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with it. Because if I had Sierra, right, I'm not worried about football. Fuck that.
True.
Sierra right there. I'm not worried about football. I'm not worried about blitz packages. I'm trying to blitz my wife. What do you understand? I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. So that's why he's cooked, man. Look, you're going to tell Sierra she's going to go away during football season, man, and so Russ can play mad or some shit. He ain't been the same, man, since he got with Sierra, bro. See, he was mad when his first woman, man, was cheating on him with with Golden Tate. That's when he started going off. You know, I'm gonna show you, and he got with Sierra, man. That was it, bro. He got the Super Bowl, and that was it. It went downhill from there.
Man, look. That man got this championship already. He all he's doing is playing for legacy at this point.
Eagles' first game will be Thursdays at Lincoln Financial Field. The opponent will be 18s, Bears, Cowboys, Broncos, Lions, Raiders, Rams, Giants, or Commanders. Out of that list, then you got to see Commanders out of that fucking list. Or maybe Rams. Everybody, Lions, I guess. Lions too, I guess. But fuck. Definitely not the Bears. The Cowboys game going to be an easy game. If Cutlets is starting, definitely the Giants game is going to be easy. The Raiders, the Broncos are okay.
Well, depending on how the Raiders draft.
No, they still don't got no quarterback.
Yes. Gino? Gino's the QB.
About to say, that don't sound right.
That's your boy, Gino.
Oh, I forgot he got traded there.
He just got signed to a 2-year deal today.
About to say, yeah, that don't sound right. I think about to say.
I'm about to say that's your boy. Talking about they don't have a quarterback.
I just don't know if I'm gonna ride the Geno train being in that organization. Because all you have is what, a tight end?
Tight end. That's it.
That's pretty much it. You don't really have no star
Renfro.
receivers.
No, Renfro not there no more.
What's Renfro?
He's not there.
He not?
No.
Nah. They got Jacoby Myers. He's decent. That's about it.
But you see, he went from a team that had, 2 good receivers and a running game to a team that doesn't.
I think Genty is going to the Raiders. They're gonna get that running game together, and then they're gonna go get receivers because it's a receiver heavy draft. They're gonna go get receivers. Go ahead on for Gino.
Blitzed. Lord have mercy.
See, if we can't grab the tight end from Penn State, I would definitely go after Travis Hunter if he was there. But I wouldn't use Travis Hunter as a receiver. I would use him as a cornerback.
To me, he's a better receiver than he is cornerback. He's too light to ass to be cornerback in the league. Better get some weight. You better get on the weights.
Well, I'm sure that they're putting. That's what they do now in the between now and draft day. They're putting on that weight.
He taking that Wembyana approach
because Wimbiana, people told Wimbiana, say, bro, you too skinny out here. How about y'all get skinny with me? Because I'm gonna still do me and I'm gonna still be good.
Put it this way, well, that's basketball. This is football. When the motherfucker can run over you, like imagine him on DK Metcalf. DK gonna pick.
Boy, DK gonna eat on that boy.
Man, him and Pickens. If they play the Steelers, that's a wrap. Whatever team he played for, play the Steelers, that's a wrap. They're gonna beat the shit out of Travis on into that game, man. They got two goons.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's. I mean, well, depending if they're who their quarterback is. If it's fucking Aaron Rodgers, I don't know.
I'm gonna put it this way. Listen, it don't matter who the quarterback is. Them people just want problems. They're just gonna be beating people up. That's all they gonna do. They ain't catching passes. They ain't doing none of that. They're just swinging on people. That's all that them receivers gonna do. Crackbacks and stuff. They're gonna be ready for. They love the running game out there. So let's see. We need to see what position he gets drafted on. They say he's gonna do both. They say wide receiver and corner. That's what he's saying he's gonna do.
He ain't going to be able to run that in the NFL. He doesn't seem to understand that the NFL is a different beast.
It ain't Deion there. They're going to say, bruh, they're going to see which one you better at, and that's who you going to play.
That's where he might fall in the draft because he's not particularly – I mean, he's better at one, but he's not skilled at both. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely ain't gonna let him play both. I mean, that's just what I think. But he might think that
he might play a package. He might have a package for him.
I think he might take that Lamar route because people told Lamar, say, bro, you not a quarterback. And Lamar said, oh, yeah, I'm not. Watch this. Not only did he come in as a quarterback, that man said, I'm not gonna get now one MVP, I'm gonna get two.
But it's not like you say I'm being a quarterback and a corner. Like,
no.
You gotta pick the meetings he gotta be in. You gotta be in the wide receiver meeting. Then you gotta go to the cornerback meeting. Then you gotta do cornerback drills. Then you gotta go do wide receiver drills. This is not like college.
You use the experience of being a cornerback to make yourself a better receiver and vice versa. If you want to play cornerback, you got to know what receivers do so this way you could read their body language when you're covering them. So you got to pick one. You're not fucking a genius where you could play two positions in one season.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the grind will be too hard in the NFL.
Yes.
So much you got to learn. And then you're going to be in 2 different meeting groups and that's too much.
When is your body going to recover?
Yeah, and it's like it's not like it's on the same side of the ball like Taysom Hill when he was like, in the offensive meeting. No, you're gonna be in a defensive meeting and the offensive meeting. So when do you get to go relax like everybody else wants to get off time?
Yeah. How much motherfucking tape are you gonna have to watch? Now you gotta watch offensive tape, defensive tape. You gotta watch what the defensive players are going to do to the receivers so that you have to learn that. And then you got to go watch tape on what you have to do to cover their receivers. No, that's too much. He might be a smart kid, but I don't know if he's that fucking smart.
Eric will love this Ravens to talk soon to make Lamar the highest paid player in history. As they should. Because shit, if they lose him, it's over for him.
I mean, the man did win 2 MVPs there too, so
should have been 3.
Yeah, this one here was the DEI MVP. I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Gave it to him. They just gave it to him. They said, you know what? So what that Lamar had a better year, had more passing yards, had more touchdown passes. Had less interceptions. I mean,
statistically greater in every category that matters.
Yep. I have to agree with you on that. I think he should have won it again this year. And like you guys were saying last year, they were sick of drinking the same fucking, Ravens juice and they needed something different. That's the only reason why this dude won it.
But it's still terrible though, because now people gonna, look at this man crazy and resent him when the only thing he did was, put his team on his back and got him to the conference championship game.
What's gonna happen when he does that again next year? Are they gonna fucking stiff him again?
Yeah, I feel bad if the NFL does that. Then I truly believe they're gonna either have a Eagles problem or a Kansas City problem, because it's just these guys are gonna keep wanting to playing each other for the mere fact because y'all don't want to do right. Because at some point it gets demoralizing. If I'm gonna sit here just like I was saying earlier with Drew Brees earned at least one of these MVPs, and y'all sit here and let this man tell the league statistically, and no one caught up with him until Tom Brady had to do it years after the man left the game. And you're gonna sit here and take something where somebody's tearing up statistics and say, you know what, the stats don't matter. The stats don't matter. The team's winning, but he still can't get it. That is really weird. So since I can't get this award, now I might as well just win, because you ain't gonna give me what I deserve in the first place. Kind of like what Saquon. Well, I feel Saquon should have got the MVP this year. Because Saquon was out here just ripping teams. Like, there was a period game planning for dude, and he's still doing whatever he wants to do. Well, since I can't get the MVP, I might as well win it. I might as well win it all. Now what? Now I'm gonna ruin your plan, because you had this banner made for Kansas City, because y'all couldn't tell me that y'all didn't have this banner made because how y'all officiating these games and how Kansas City is moonwalking, how the ball just so happened to roll their way. Field goals just so happen to be going the awkward way from a kicker who's known to make these kicks. But I'll tell you what, since y'all want this three-piece so bad, y'all can taste it, right? I'm going to tell you what we going to do. We ain't saying nothing. We just going to say the bare minimum. We here to say what we need to say. We out here to kick these people tail, and we here to go home. And which they did.
The Eagles put the NFL on a diet would be in the Chiefs.
They did. Yes, they did.
I gotta agree with that.
Because a lot of motherfuckers put money on that shit. A lot of people thought that it was going to be easy for them because of the way the Chiefs have been handling people left and right. But it took us, it took a lot of bitching for us to actually see that they were just being favored by the NFL. But what shocks me is what didn't they didn't favor them for the Super Bowl though. Why? Because the people of the NFL bet against the fucking Chiefs because they knew everybody was going to bet on the Chiefs. And that's how NFL made mad money with the Eagles winning.
I'm not hating why I'm making Lamar the highest paid because of 2 MVPs. Dude, get me a Super Bowl ring and go to the Super Bowl. Listen, it's only in the AFC. There's only one quarterback in the last 3 years that been to the fucking Super Bowl. 3. I'm saying 3 out of 5. Well, 4 out of 5 years it was bones. Fuck. Like, how many times like this man go to the damn Super Bowl? Like, they're not beating him. So the Josh Allen is not beating him. Lamar's not beating him. It's like he just got the AFC figured out. Like, come on, man. The only time he lost in the AFC Championship was against Brady and Burrow.
Yep.
About to say the last time, anytime that this man don't win, Brady's involved somewhere. That's the only way this man is not winning.
Listen,
except for 1 year. Except for 1 year.
If Joe Shiesty motherfucking had a defense, that honestly, in my opinion, he would have been MVP.
If Joe Shiesty had a defense, they in the Super Bowl,
and he would have been MVP.
Yeah, being honest,
because he threw more yards than Lamar did,
and he threw more yards than damn near everybody. Shit, I'm just saying, like, the team to beat the Chiefs is the Bengals, but they don't have a defense. Because you know how you beat them? You throw the ball on them.
And you gotta stop. You gotta pressure. Be able to pressure Mahomes.
They
Because look
did
at what the Eagles did.
They did that 1 year when they had a semblance of a defense, and now they have one defensive end and nobody else.
Yep.
So if it ain't Burrow or Brady, that's the only quarterbacks that beat this man in the AFC. Brady, Burrow, in the list. And that's it.
I think that's all together. It's either Brady or Burrow. That's it. That's the
only three quarterbacks beat him in the playoffs. Period. Brady, Burrow, and Hurts. There it is. The list.
You gotta include Hurts.
Yep, in the list. You want to know why he doesn't have a Super Bowl? He only lost to 3 QBs. Like in the playoffs. That is ridiculous.
My thing is that Hurts got his lick back from fucking losing the other Super Bowl to
he put
to
his
him.
name on the exclusive list.
Yep.
Here you go. I'm one of 3 people that beat Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. Like this fucking.
Hey, bro.
I know, man. It sounds crazy, but man, that just tell you, man, what a run this shit is. It's like, dude, this dude only lost to 3 QBs in his whole career in the playoffs.
But the man already got 3 rings too. So I mean,
3 rings. He been to what, 5 Super Bowls?
5.
And he only played what 7 years? 7 years. Jesus, man.
Like it's ridiculous out here, man.
I'm just saying, damn, if I wanted to be a QB, if I wanted a damn start of a career, that's a hell of a career right there. Like, you know what? I don't go home until what? Mid to late January. I don't go home to mid to late January. Like, I'm guaranteed to play mid to late January every year.
It's all these other teams in the AFC got to start stepping their game up. That's what it is.
Shot. It's like what they say on the wire. If you take a shot at the king, you best not miss. And Josh Allen missed. Lamar Jackson missed. Like, y'all keep missing.
Well, Josh Allen missed when it counted.
Yeah,
because wasn't it earlier this year? The fucking Bills beat the shit out of the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah, they did. And the thing is, I'm not talking about regular season. I don't care about regular season. We talk about playoffs. You better not miss at the king because it's 1 and out then. So if you got the king down, you better take his head off. And every time they let Pat Mahomes back in the game. If you look at it, every single time they let this man back into the playoff. I mean, back when they're in the playoffs. They have him down and he come back. Think about when Lamar had him down with the Ravens a couple years ago in the championship game, and they let him come back. The Tennessee Titans did the same thing. They had Pat Mahomes down and let him come back. King Henry they didn't even get the ball to King Henry, because remember that's when Nasty was flipping out. Yep. So it was like every time this man be down, I don't know what it is, they let this dude come back. Like the other team pulling Paul Crew or some shit. You know what? I'm 21 of us gonna coast. That's what they do. And
you gotta put your foot on the back of his head and fucking just keep stepping on it until he falls out.
You gotta do exactly what the Eagles did. I'm gonna punch him in the mouth. Oh, he's getting back up. Punch him in the mouth again. That's what you gotta do. Until an AFC team beats this man. I have to say he got to be the favorite to go back to the Super Bowl again. Until somebody beat him. Until somebody, other than Joe Burrow, we know Joe Burrow's not going to be there with that piss poor defense. But if
he would have to throw for fucking 5,000. He had to throw for over 5,000 yards for him to be there.
He'll have to throw for 6,000 yards for him to be there, because he needs to score 50 points a game.
Well, with all the money they just gave all those receivers, you know, he might get fucking that many fucking
ain't no
yards.
running backs. Look, ain't no running. We ain't running. I ain't paid no running backs. I pay these receivers of this QB. We ain't running nothing. We going old run and shoot offense. that's what we doing. We ain't running the ball at all. I mean, that the Cincinnati Bengals are another whole story. But man, we about to wrap this up, man. It's a 3-hour mark, and you know, to get to the shout outs, you know what we do.
All right, I'm gonna make. I'll start off the shout outs this week because mine is short and sweet.
Okay.
You know, shout you guys out. You know, shout out everybody that commented. Izzy, Anthony, Pops. You know, I've been saying just keep in mind to stay vigilant. Shit is happening, and we can see it in the news on an everyday basis. And
Oh yeah.
you know, it's it gets scarier and scarier every week. But who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? Just keep vigilant and keep everybody. Keep your families close because there's a lot of people out there that are struggling and are going to continue to struggle and will continue to struggle until stuff is situated in this situation. And that's pretty much it for me.
All right, man. Good shout out.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Eric.
With my shout outs, I don't believe we had a show last week.
No, we
At some
didn't.
point.
I was at the Pelicans game last week. They played the
Watching
Warriors.
them lose.
Right?
Yeah, but hey, they was up. They was up for most of that game, and then they just lost it in the third and fourth quarter. But hey,
Yeah,
it was
that's
a good game.
man. Steph is, bro. That dude is on. So, speaking of which, in basketball, I want to shout out the Lady Tigers for making a consistent Final Four. I'm sorry, an Elite Eight, a consistent Elite Eight. They got knocked out by the Lady Bruins, and the Lady Bruins just lost this evening to UConn. So shout out to the UConn Huskies, the Lady Huskies, for making a championship game. Your girl Juju Watkins, speedy recovery to you. So shout out to you. Shout out to Flau'jae Johnson. She's foregoing the draft of the WNBA to come back for her final year at LSU. Big shout outs to ladies all across the board for the month of March. March Madness definitely has been madness. Oh man, I just lost the thought. I forgot to do well, since we didn't have the show last week, the birthdays in March for everyone that celebrated a birthday in March. Of course, my two siblings, my sister and my brother. Happy belated to them and everyone that celebrated a birthday in March. And to tonight being the last regular season game for the NBA, if your team, did great. My team was, basketball and football womp this season for me, but still shout out my teams. And
I think they're losing now.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Watching here, letting LeBron do everything and Luka do whatever he wants.
But y'all, it's basically a G League team out there.
Yeah, about to say he matched with no resistance. We ain't got nobody out here.
Yeah.
So whatever to that. And like you were saying, Jay, things are happening, but we don't know what's going to happen. But we do know that if we inspire change, let us be the change that we wish to see. And with that, I want to shout out Senator Cory Booker for that filibuster that he did, because he sat up there for 25 hours and 4 minutes, literally telling y'all, hey, look, y'all not alone in the fight. The power's with people. People will always have the power. So that's something that we do know. So people that's watching, commenting, please continue to watch our show. Thank you for watching our show. Buy merch. Put your energies into us. If you want to come out here and you have something to say, please be encouraged to say it. And on a regular note, guys, great show. Pleasure being with you all. this one more time.
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah, I shouted out Cory Booker last night for that filibuster. It was, it was great that like people are starting to stand up. That's in the office. I'm glad they are doing that, and I want to shout out Louisiana voters. Shout y'all out. Y'all voted no. Shout y'all out. Fuck, like I said last week, fuck Jeff Landry. I mean that with all my heart and soul. Fuck him. Fuck anybody that look like him. Man, fuck anybody that support him.
Mercy.
You gotta get we get it two ways. You know what? Louisiana is getting fucked. It's getting a train ran on it. You know, you got Trump in the fucking office running the train. He's got the front, and here comes Jeff Landry got the back. You know what? That's what I'm saying. It's fuck him. That's how I feel. Fuck Jeff Landry. That's how I feel. Like people can get mad. I don't give a shit. Fuck him. I don't like him. I didn't vote for him, so I can say fuck him. If I vote for him, I could say shit. But I didn't vote for that motherfucker.
You still voted though.
Yes, and that's what that matters. And I'm proud of everybody in Louisiana because he said, "Oh, it's gonna be 12%, maybe high up to 18%." No, New Orleans showed up, Baton Rouge showed up, Shreveport showed up. And that's the blackest cities, the biggest cities in Louisiana, and the blackest cities.
The ones that's gonna hit you.
Yeah,
especially
everything said no. I don't think people even know what they were saying no for, but everybody said because he want that shit. Everybody put no. That's what the fuck they did, and they were trying to do some slick ass shit, and they got caught.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Trying to do some slick shit.
It was weird. Caught. Like the language in which they're trying to do. Was like, say, bro, if you sit here and watch it and look and pay attention, if you're a historian, you don't even have to be a historian. Just use your internet. Like we have most of this stuff already. They're just trying to undercut and do some backdoor stuff.
They try to have a kangaroo court so they can bypass certain shit. They try to fucking put our children in jail for felonies. Like if they under 17, yep, put them with the adults.
Yeah, now you grown people.
Look, they didn't put a limit. So that could have been a 10-year-old committed a felony, not a 10-year-old's in Angola. Fuck that. No.
Right.
I'm like, and he put that bitch out big and bold. I hit no on that bitch 6 times. Oh. That's what we got juvenile hall for. No.
Right.
Man. I'm like, they try to do all kind of flaky shit that was gonna fuck us 2 ways from Sunday. I mean, he thought he had one, and I like that everybody said, you know what, fuck you. And I hope, and to say that what he said, he was like, we are destined to fail. Nah, bitch, you better enjoy the governor's mansion because if I got anything to do with it, bitch, you ain't gonna be in there for the next one because I'm gonna vote every time. For this next election you come up, whenever your time is up, I'm putting something about voting on the podcast in Louisiana every day until somebody see it. Because damn it, you're not gonna sneak in that bitch this time. Fuck you. And fuck Trump too.
Well,
that's where we go.
It wasn't even that he snuck in there. It's just that the voter turnout was not. That was one of the lower voting turnouts in the state that's been in our history.
And I think that's where the voters now realized it, and they came out this time and voted because if not, your state was going to be fucked.
Yeah, let me get on Jeff Landry's daddy Trump. Yeah, bro, you done fucked us. Like the Nintendo Switch 2 is pushed back. Fucking groceries gonna be high. Fucking car parts gonna be high. I mean. Jesus Christ, man! Like, are you done yet? When is the progress going to happen? The Dow Jones, people losing their fucking retirements, their 401ks because the shit and the shitter. I'm scared to look at my stocks. I haven't looked at them. Just like fuck it. Like I forget about it. And you fuck. How much more bloodshed do you want before somebody come for you? That's what's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to be us. It's gonna be one of your supporters come for you.
I don't know.
It ain't gonna be us. It ain't gonna be us because y'all gonna see us coming. So it ain't gonna be us. You ain't gotta worry about us. You ain't gotta worry about minorities coming for you. We used to struggling. It's gonna be one of the people you lied to. That's how it always happens. I'm gonna put it. So how much more bloodshed you want before somebody start coming for your ass? Because there's still people who believe that he's doing the right thing. And that's the thing that's fucking scary. Like, dude just said 25. The dude taxed the island with penguins on it.
Yeah. If you notice, I posted something on Instagram and Facebook last night on all the tariffs. And if you notice where he was putting all these tariffs are on what you said, countries that don't even have populations, but yet Russia is not one of the places that he has put tariffs on. So that just tells you who he supports.
Right. And then he got another one with this U.S. Army, U.S. serviceman lives there. And they're the only people that live there. And he taxing the fuck out of that one too. Like, but why? It's just American service people live there. Why?
You can't tell me that you support American service people and you're doing that to them and you're taking away their medical and their livelihoods, because a lot of people that are in the military are that are veterans that are jobless now because they were fired from their government jobs.
Yeah, and you gotta think about this. The farmers, y'all about to get fucked. All y'all who we tried to warn you. We tried to warn you. And if you go back in November, we tried to warn you. Well, 3/4 of us anyway tried to warn you. So
yeah, already.
He tried to warn you. And don't vote for this idiot. And I say I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat, I don't vote for idiots. And that motherfucker's an idiot. I tried to warn you. We tried to tell you. And we in that find out phase, and we're finding out each day. And like I said last night, hold on to your properties as much as you can. Save as much money as you can right now. Lean on family members, man, if times get rough, because we don't even know what dark days lie ahead. You just gotta keep fighting and realize that it's only temporary. The bitch can only torture us for 4 years. So we just gotta make it through these 4-year prison sentence we got. Because American people did it. And I just wanted to tell people that, like, hey, keep your head up. I see a lot of people stressing online. I'm like, just gotta keep fighting, man. And you know what? That makes these midterm elections very important. So
definitely
vote for people. I'm not telling you to vote for a party. Vote for people that align your best interests. Don't fall for bullshit. Don't fall for propaganda. Don't fall for people who are taxing penguins, and don't fall. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take Black history out, trying to cancel the Black History Museum, which is the most lucrative one, the most visited museum in Washington, D.C. You're trying to cut that out, and you're trying to whitewash history. You can't.
Trying to take out Black soldiers from fucking Arlington National Cemetery.
And it's
that
like
shit is ridiculous.
And I'm just gonna tell it to this: if you don't want to see it, then you already was bigoted and blinded anyway. If you don't see it, you were already bigoted and blinded anyway, and fuck you. And I hope all the bad things happen to you. I know you're not supposed to do it, but fuck you. I hope this economy crushes you because you bigoted bitch. You the ones who fucking got us in this fucking this situation we in now. It ain't everybody. It's these bigoted ones who say, "Oh, the economy gonna get better," as it goes down, down. I'm like, how more do you need to see? And like I told my uncle, I said, we're living in the movie Idiocracy right now. I thought that was a fictional movie, but it's true. It's starting to be a biography. And I see how it happened. I see it now. I'm like, ain't no way this can happen. But I see it now. So people get educated. They're even trying to strip the libraries of books. They're trying to freeze library hirings and strip libraries of certain books. They're trying to keep you dumb. They're trying to keep you quiet.
Taking away money from universities that don't support the 2025.
So it's like this. It was all in Project 2025 that we begged people to read. And this is all Project 2025. And the same guy who said, oh, no, I'm not a part of Project 2025 is doing everything that's on that motherfucking list. So you've been lied to, you've been bamboozled, you've been led astray, hoodwinked, run amok. What else? What else Malcolm X said? You've been all that didn't happen.
Hoodwinked. You were hoodwinked.
It's over, man. It's like you did it. You just gotta bear with it. All the people, my 98%, shout out to the 98% of black women that didn't vote for his ass, the 77% of black men that didn't vote for his ass, and I think it was poor Latinos. I think it was like 40-something% didn't vote for him.
Yeah, fucking them fucking Latinos in Florida, fucking they're stupid because now they're getting taken out by ICE after they voted for his ass.
And that's another thing.
That you fuck around and find out.
And this, like I said, man, I hope they're not even wrangling the right people. They're just wrangling anybody up that speaks Spanish or look Spanish. They don't even care if they're American citizen.
Yep.
They're infringing on rights. They're not listening to courts. This whole thing just needs to, just hope this nightmare just goes away. I saw this thing when they had the Simpsons had him in a casket. I'm like, the Simpsons hasn't been wrong yet. That's all I keep saying. And each day, this motherfucker just keep rising. So
yeah, but you know what? I don't know if I would want the person that's the vice president to be in charge either. So I think they would have to take out that whole cabinet.
I'm just saying, I think he's spineless. That motherfucker ain't got a spine. He goes to Greenland and trying to shit on what it was. I think it was Belgium, one of them countries that runs Greenland. I don't know how you do that to them. And they're the most peaceful people on fucking earth. Like, leave these people alone.
Because they're bullies. That's why.
Dude already said that he just wanted the job. So I mean, he already showed me who he was. Now, when they had their debate, the VPs, yeah, they was nice and calm out of demeanor that we was used to seeing, but that's what we was used to seeing. I mean, but overall, JD has shown us exactly who he is. And we already know who 47 is. So I'm just like, well, this is what y'all asked for.
Yeah, Trump is making Temu orders go from 3 to 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm hating that. I'm hating that very much. Anybody listen to on vacation Southwest will be charging for bags in May. Yep, even Southwest is charging for bags now. So everything is going down, and people just need to realize we made a fucking mistake. It's like the hangover. It's like
you saw how Temu says when you shop with them, you shop like a millionaire. Yeah. Soon, with all the tariffs, you're not going to be able to shop Temu no more because all that stuff is going to be double the price.
Well, they got the local warehouses, but they're a little more than the Temu's than the one in China. So I start hitting up the local warehouses and paying like $5 or $6 more. So
yeah, because you think about it, they still have to ship it in from over there, so the prices will go up.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, if you go to the local warehouse, you get that shit from Florida and you get it in a couple of days. That's what I start doing because one of my orders took about a month to get here, and they normally don't take that long. It took like a month. It used to take 2 weeks. It used to take 2 weeks before Trump got in office. Now it then went to a month. Then I think another one took about almost 6 weeks. I'm like, man, this shit, hell nah. Because it's stuck in customs. It should be stuck. So I tell people, man, look, it's just enjoy the show if you didn't vote for him, because shit gonna start imploding, and everybody, and then order will be restored one way or another. But people just have to go out and vote in every election. State, vote in state elections, vote for your representatives, vote for your senators, vote for the president. Is the last thing you're gonna vote for, because that's gonna be like what, 3 years and some change. And the dude did what, about 150 something executive orders in what, 72 days?
152, if I'm not mistaken. No, 159.
In 72 days. But I want people to know, no matter, and them executive orders ain't shit unless Congress and Senate back it up. He's writing papers. They're not laws. I don't want people to get scared off. They're not laws because the president don't make laws. He enforces them. He doesn't make the laws. So you're good, people. As long as we got the right judges, we're cool. That's why everybody just need to vote. That's why I want to stress people out. Like I just want to tell people, like, hey, vote in your local elections. Vote in, vote for your senators and Republicans. Just don't vote for president. Vote for not representatives, not Republicans, your representatives and and your senators. That's just as important as president, because we're starting to see it now. Having him with full power, he can't handle that. So we got to break that shit up. They got to break that majority up. They got to break that majority up so we can get some help. Like, some of this shit got to stop. So yeah, that's my shout out for the week. Man, just thank everybody who watched. We'll be back Thursday with the wrestling show. I'm gonna talk to Skrilla. I might get Skrilla to come back on. I'm gonna see what he says. He said he stopped by on Thursday. And Miss Bitch, where are you? You stopped on Thursday, but you didn't stop on Friday to see your Lord Eric. So you missed it. It's about to be gone.
You're slipping.
Wrong day. We told you what day yesterday. And man, like I say, man, y'all enjoy the weekend. Enjoy time with y'all family. And I'm your host, Mo Young. You got Doc Eric, and you got the Diabolical Hater Jay. We'll see y'all later. Peace. And we out.
That's the way I like it. Oh, 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 oh.
We run this podcast and shit. Venom and Smoke podcast.
Yep, I would be the chocolate Liam Neeson, bro. I'll be real with you. You call me that. You in my career. I got a special set of skills. I'm gonna call Pops up. Pops, load up the van.
Oh God!
Pops, load up the van.
Black James Bond, Black Liam Neeson. Okay.
And then we know what Pops' answer gonna be. Where are we driving to?
Where we going?
No questions.
Where we going?
He's not asking no questions. He's not about to ask. What we doing? Why we load up the van? Look, load up the van. Where we going? I'm pissed. Who called me driver?
Go.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Izzy is watching baseball right now. The Mets must have.
Hit Alonso, baby!
He must have did something great.
Hit Alonso, 3-run homer! Yeah!
He was making a lot of Bullet Club references a month ago, so you might get Bullet Club versus Bloodline, and it will be horrendous. I mean, you got all the members of the Bullet Club minus Omega and the Young Bucks. That meant that. All right, Doc, you should have a pick by now, Doc.
He ain't going with fucking the Packers. Come on, man.
No, it's not sleep or meditate. You all right?
He sleep.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
He sleep. He sleep.
Doc.
He put his hood on so he could look like Darth Vader.
He sleep.
Quick fucking statement. And yes, the Giants ownership is absolute trash. Them motherfuckers have, you know how many times they've been to the fucking playoffs since their last Super Bowl win?
Jesus Christ. I don't know.
0?
1, 0, twice. Twice.
Twice. The year Plasko shot himself in the fucking leg, and the other one when they beat the fucking Vikings in the playoffs. It is a disgrace. It's disgusting. It fucking sucks. It's horrible. It should not happen. This is one of the great franchises in sports, and you're relegating me to watch this shit? Do you think I want to watch fucking Thursday? Mrs. V, do I want to watch the game on Thursday? Hell no! Hell no!
She ain't letting you watch that game on Thursday.
That Thanksgiving game should be moved. Nobody wants to see Tommy DeVito versus fucking Cooper Rush.
Do you think I'll eat my fucking turkey? I want to watch that garbage? I'd rather watch It's a Wonderful Life. I'd rather watch that Charlie Brown Christmas. They fucking suck. They suck. Fuck. Fuck. I'm done.
Somebody TV or that's Doc TV?
My TV's off.
I don't have a TV on.
Hey, mine's.
That's Doc. Doc sleep.
Busted.
Yeah!
Yo, I think we got that one.
There you go. There you go.
Were you
It's
sleeping?
moving.
Oh yeah, he's sleeping.
Moving.
Boy, we gonna flip that one.
Boy, done. I told y'all I didn't have a leftover, so now it hit your boy now.